There we go. Man, getting this game to capture in OBS was a hassle for some reason. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Alright, Kyoto Xanadu. I've played Tokyo Xanadu. I thought it was okay. Wasn't a huge fan. And from what little I know of Kyoto Xanadu, this looks to be like radically different. They went with like a 2D approach. I have no idea how it's gonna go. My favorite Xanadu game is Xanadu Next, and this doesn't resemble it at all. So, and I'm just gonna be upfront right now. I don't understand a lick of Japanese. I can't read any of these menus. I did a little bit. I used like my phone, the translate app, to translate these options, and I set the volume down. I turned it down a bit. But that's it. I have no idea what any of these are. So this is going to be a journey trying to figure out how to navigate through this game. Also, I'm going to be skipping cutscenes. I can't understand any of them anyhow. So if you're in this for the story, if you're looking for someone to like live translate it, I'm sorry. That's not me. I'm not going to be that guy. So hopefully when this game eventually gets localized, is there even a localization company assigned to this game right now? I have no clue. I have no idea if anyone is assigned to this localization at this point. The usual suspects haven't said anything. You'd think if it was NIS, they would have gotten to it by now. I did translate this too. This is like story mode, easy, normal, and then hard. I'm going with the hardest one. I don't know why there's no like nightmare difficulty. Typically with the ease games, they have like a nightmare option available to start. Maybe you have to unlock it. I'm not sure. Skip. This is going to be very interesting. Alright, let's see here. X is attack. Oop. B is dodge. Y is like a heavy attack or special maybe. A is jump. Can you do a jumping down attack? No. You got some aerial combos. You can hang out in the air the whole time. You don't ever have to land, huh? No double jump. Alright, I'm glad we got into the combat right. Oh, 2D mode. You can crouch. Still no double jump. What is RB? See that underneath my health bar says RB? I have no... It's like a perfect guard, like from East. Looks like you got a perfect guard. Y is a special attack. Is there a special attack gauge, or can you just spam it? Looks like you can just spam it. I always admire how Japan will just randomly put in English in their games and in their movies. I don't really understand why. It's like a stylistic thing. I think someone left a comment on one of my videos that says Japan really likes having like just English just for like the coolness aspect of it. They like how it looks, even if they can't read it. Maybe they can read it. Oh. Okay, can I parry this guy? Oh, okay. So you can... There's parries. Oh, God. At least I don't die in one hit. You can you cancel attacks? I have no idea. Let's see. You can cancel. So it looks like you can cancel... Oh, you can't cancel the second attack. You can cancel the recovery, but you have to watch a certain part of the animation play out. My favorite are the Japanese-only games with completely English voice acting and text. I'm glad you brought that up, because I played... First of all, what's going on, Megasonic? I played... Someone recommended me to check out Wanted Dead. That game sucks ass. It's so bad. And it has like the worst English voice acting I've ever heard. And that's a Japanese developed game, so I'm like, there has to be a Japanese dub. There's not. The entire game is in just the most atrocious English voice acting I've ever heard. The main character, I don't know. I can't pick out like what region of the world she's from. English is like her 5th language, that's impressive, but Jesus Christ. How do you have a Japanese game and no Japanese voice acting? Like you're that confident? Okay, let's see here. So far, pretty substandard platformer at this point. Nothing really remarkable going on here. I'm glad I can skip all these cutscenes. It's not like, okay, 3D combat. It's so weird! Art locks on, okay. It's so weird how they decided to go with like 2D for the platforming and then the boss fights are in 3D. Not 3D, whatever you call it. Yeah, I guess 3D. Like, three-dimensional boss fights. It's so weird. No health bar for this boss. Maybe it's not a boss, it's just an elite enemy. Dude, this is just another one of those parry everything games, isn't it? Watch for the flash and then parry. Wanted Dead was such a weird game. I tried it myself at some point, but I really don't want to drop the money. I was like $5 on that recent Steam summer sale, which is the only reason I picked it up. I was like, for $5 I'll try out anything. And like combat-wise, it's alright, but my god, it's such a jank, like low-budget game. It's by the guys that made, what is it called? That Wii U game, Devil's Third. It's like a sequel to Devil's Third. It's like totally Devil's Third 2.0. There's nothing about it that's... And Devil's Third, I didn't like that game either. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to read any of this. Bladed, are you still here? You typed in Japanese. I think you could probably help me translate this live on the fly. So X is like a counterattack. This is just another one of those parry games. It's been a while since I played Tokyo Xanadu. I can't remember if that game was parry-centric. I don't think it was. But this is like perfect guard, like how it is in the modern East games. Which I have to assume there's also a perfect dodge. That was like the thing that made me interested in Tokyo Xanadu, was it was kind of East-like, with like the Persona social link part, which is the part that I didn't like at all. But I was in it for the East combat. They also did the Samurai Jack game that got delisted some time ago. Did they? Who else is it? Is it... Oh god. Is it Platinum? All of their like licensed games get delisted. I can't read this. Alright. Save. Perfect. Alright, I fumbled my way through that. I managed to finish Tokyo Xanadu, but for some reason it bored me to the limit. I had to restart it a couple of times. I wound up skipping the cutscenes after a while because I was just getting so tired of... Oh my god, just first option. I was getting tired of the school activities. I just can't tolerate that anymore. Like, I tried to... One of my goals with this channel was to make a video reviewing Persona 5, but I would have to capture footage of the game to make that review. And I just can't sit through it. It's so torturous. Like, I beat it when it came out, but it took me like 100 hours. I can't sit through it anymore. What's going on, Curicio? Got the stream on in the background. Say pineapple if you ever need help reading something. Oh, you're gonna be my resident translator, huh? I'm gonna wind up saying pineapple a whole hell of a lot here. But so far, it seems like this is just like trying to maybe gauge what kind of player you are. One of those things. Yeah, like the options you choose your stats at the beginning of the game. I don't think it really matters. Tokyo Xanadu was not focused on parry. I think it was focused on perfect dodges. Yeah, I can't remember because I haven't played it since whenever it came out. Must have been like 6 years ago or something like that. I don't know why this game took forever to come out. Didn't they announce this like 3 or 4 years ago? And it wound up just being like a 2D game. This does not look like a game that needed to be in development for so long. But Falcom is a small studio, which is why they don't have an internal team to localize it. They're going to really do a disservice for their games if they're not going to be like Capcom and Square Enix and have an internal localization department. They can't be doing this. The localization comes out a year later. People aren't going to be interested in that. That's why I'm like, I'm going to play this now. I'm going to skip the cutscenes anyway. I'm not interested in the story. So I figured I'm in it for the gameplay. I don't need to read the game to have fun from the gameplay. Could have cut down at least 20 hours from Persona 5 if they didn't have so many dialogue moments. I wonder if I were to just play that game and skip all the cutscenes, if I could probably get it down to like 20 or 30 hours. I probably could. But like everything that I would want to say about that game in a video comes from the narrative part of it. Because gameplay-wise, it's just like Shin Megami Tensei combat. Which is fun. Like, I like the gameplay in Persona 5, but it's paced so slowly. Like, if you're in it for the slice of life stuff, fine, but I'm really not anymore. I used to have... What is this? Xyphone. I used to be able to have the patience for that stuff, but I'm just so... And what is it, the new Xenoblade Genesis? It looks like it also has a school setting in it. It's just not for me. I'm not going to say it's bad. Clearly people really love that, and people are excited for the new Fire Emblem for being more like Three Houses, but I saw that and I was like, man, another one of these? Alright, is this a world map? Can I choose where to go? Looks like it. Classroom? Oh no, is this like a shopping center? Cafeteria? At least it runs pretty good. I mean, look at it. It should hopefully run good. I'm glad it has that little... I said this in my video about streaming, how like everything is so handholdy now, you don't need to pay attention to the game, but at least in this case it helps out because I would not know what to do if it didn't have that red exclamation point on the map. I'll show it to you here once I'm done with whatever this is, like eat a meal here. Is this a permanent stat increase? I think it is. Can I skip this too? Happy they finally released Trails Sky translated in other languages like Spanish. The translation was pretty okay, but I found multiple errors all the way till endgame. Yeah, Sky Remake got a simultaneous worldwide release, didn't it? So I thought that that was going to be their like MO moving forward, that they were going to have everything be simultaneous. Because remember, even for a while, Pokemon, like the US and other countries, they wouldn't get it the same time as Japan, but for like the past 10 years, they fixed that. But Alcom, you know, making games for 40 years, they're still behind the times. It was nice when I first got into the series with 3, but I don't have the patience for it anymore myself. Yeah, same. I started Persona with the portable version of 3, and I really enjoyed it at the time. When was that, like 15 years ago? But, like, I can't sit through... When Persona 3 Portable came out, I remember I played that game for like 10 or 12 hours straight. I was like addicted to it, because I'd never played anything like that. But now, I can't play even my favorite games for 10 to 12 hours straight, and it's... Part of it is I don't have the time, but I also just don't really have the patience to sit through something that's just going to be heavily story-driven. Like, I'm gravitating more towards gameplay-driven experiences lately. Sky 2nd comes out in 2 months. Yeah, I saw that. My brother is a really big Trails fan. He's been looking forward to that one. I heard by all accounts that the remake of Sky 1 was pretty good, which is surprising. But the gameplay did look pretty good. I haven't played the Sky remake, but I played a little bit of the original. I do not like the combat in the first 3 Trails in the Sky games and also the Zero games. Like Zero and Azure. I tried so hard to get into the combat of those games. I don't know why I can't. It's like turn-based on a grid, and positioning matters. It's kind of reminiscent of like Persona 1 and 2. And I don't like the combat in those games either. Like, I like turn-based combat, but those games, they just don't do it for me. I don't really know what it is. Alright, this has got to be one of those dime a dozen platformers that you see on Steam that come out every single day. Just get the key item to open the door. Trails from Azure and Sky got released for PS5 as a pack. Yeah, they bundled those together, didn't they? Because weren't like the original print runs for those games, like, they sold out pretty quickly. I remember they got pretty expensive. But like, just buy them digitally at this point. Why would you spend like $100 to get a physical version of Trails? I know Cold Steel 3 and 4 were bundled. I thought that was weird. Like, why wouldn't you just bundle all of the Trails of Cold Steel games? I think it's because the first 2 were localized by Xseed, right? And 3 and 4 were by NIS. Which, I guess that's going to be a problem. Because if Xseed doesn't want to do anything with those localizations, how are you going to ever port them in the future? Like, it's really easy to play Cold Steel 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, it's going to be a pain to play those. Although they're available on Steam. Alright. This is hard mode. Why do they have 3 versions of, like, easy mode, and then one hard mode, and it's like a normal difficulty? It's really not challenging. Can you do, like, a plunging attack here? No? I'm gonna assume that there's a skill tree in this game, and you gotta like buy basic functions like double jump, down attacks, because I can't do any down attacks. But I can do this silly, just hang out in the air for as long as I want. I am butchering these parries so hard. Alright, well, what is that, 2 stars? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I do have like these little Dark Souls Estus flasks in the bottom left corner. I might as well use one right now. Can you break these? You can. So, there's like 5 different currencies right now. Treasure chest? It's like 5 different currencies to manage. What is this? You got an accessory here. I have no clue. It looks like maybe luck and attack. Maybe like some sort of healing herb and cleaning status effects maybe? Do you just choose one? Yeah, you choose one. Oh no, you choose them all? Oh, okay. Can I equip them? The advantage of having a physical is that when Sony shuts down the entire store for the PS4 and 5 in the future, you may not be able to download your games, but the physical copy may still work. Yep. That's been the talk around town lately, hasn't it? And has Sony even responded at all to people complaining about that? But my whole thing about that is, like, they have the metrics, right? They know how many people are buying games physically versus through their store. And if it's like overwhelmingly people are buying games from their store, then what we're seeing right now is just like the loud vocal minority outcry. It's like a save point. We're seeing a very loud vocal minority that just will not stop getting angry about it. But I mean, at one point I was also like physical. I want everything physical. But at some point you just like I don't even play consoles anymore, man. So I really don't care if a game is physical or digitally or not. I just want to play the game. You can't rent them anyhow. Maybe if like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video were still around and I could rent these games, then I would care about them being physical, but you can't rent them anymore. So it's like, it doesn't even really matter to me if I have it physically or not. I don't know. When in doubt, just pirate. Is this a guy or a girl? I can't tell. This looks like there's some sort of elemental chart. I'm weak to water and fire? What element am I? Oh man, I'm lost. Oh, reward. Is it a random reward or are they guaranteed? We'll find out. This has to be a boss fight, right? I kinda doubt they care that much. They really don't care. Like I said, they're just dealing with a loud vocal minority, and at some point, people are gonna lose their breath. They're gonna lose their voice from screaming. They'll stop complaining about it. And at the end of the day, if Sony doesn't want to print physical media anymore, there's no one that's gonna stop them. And I gave up on Sony consoles anyhow, so like I would be more upset about this situation if I ever played my PS5, but that thing is in my closet. I put it in my closet like 2 years ago. I stopped caring about it. Like after they ported Stellar Blade to PC, I was like, well, this thing is trash, I can put it away. And you know what? They raised the prices of PS5 consoles, so I can actually just sell mine and maybe get a profit off of what I paid for it. Which is ridiculous to think. And I bought that console like 5 or 6 years ago, and normally you would, if you wanted to sell it, you'd sell it for a loss. But if they keep raising the price of the console, then all of a sudden it turned into an investment, which is good for me. Ooh, I got a parry there. Butchered that one. What is LB? Oh, it's like a healing. And the music change. The only thing that I won't be able to appreciate by streaming this game is the music, because I typically like Falcom's music, but I won't be able to really listen to it because I have the volume turned way down, because I don't want to blast my ears out while I'm streaming. So maybe I'll watch this VOD later on and see what kind of songs I missed out on, if it's worthwhile. Because Tokyo Xanadu had a fantastic soundtrack. Like one of my favorite Falcom soundtracks. That's like a tippity top tier soundtrack. So this one, it's got some big shoes to fill. Especially because it's not the same composers that worked on Tokyo Xanadu. They've got some young blood working on this one. You own a PS5? I do. That's how I caught footage for my Stellar Blade and my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth videos. Those were before they were ported to PC, so I played through them on PS5 and captured footage there. But I since bought them on PC, so I don't have a reason to have my console hooked up. Can I do like a perfect dodge? I haven't tried. No, you can't. Oh shit. I'm getting distracted. What on earth is this? Why are there 5 options for a game over? Please be continue. Okay, perfect. Alright, well, I got a pretty decent checkpoint there at least. Oh, I wanted to... Can I perfect dodge out of the way of that? Let me do a little experiment here. Learn this live. You can't. Or at least I might have messed up the timing. Let me try again. Nope. You can dodge through it at least. Ah, come on. That thing will probably be worth $1,000 at some point in the future. I hope it does. Because then I'll... then it wouldn't have been a waste of time buying that console. It sucks so much ass. I'm seeing people now starting to like retroactively say, remember the PS3, how great the PS3 was? I don't know if these people like lived through the PS3 era, but man, the PS3 compared to the PS1 and 2, like that was such a... That was the most disappointing console I'd ever owned. The PS3 was so bad. I hated the PS3. And I have a PS3 emulator set up because I was like, maybe I can review some PS3 game I missed out on. I didn't miss out on anything. Like, everything that was worthwhile has been ported, and anything that's exclusive kind of sucks. Like, the PS3 is trash, PS4 is worse, and, like, the PS5... It's not even, like, disappointing because the past 2 consoles were terrible. Like, it's so disappointing how, like, it's all been downhill since the PS2. For the highest difficulty, they seem pretty slow to attack. It's the beginning of the game, so I'll give them some credit, but, like, I'm getting real tired of all these games with parrying, and it's like, just watch for... See how he flashes purple? It's not even that you need to, like, memorize a specific animation. It's not that you need to look for a specific attack, it's just... If you see the purple... Like, I haven't read a single word in this game. I don't know how to play it. But it's like universal. If you see something flash, a color, you press the parry button. Like right there. So that, he didn't flash purple, so you just stay away from him. Although you can... I was parrying some attacks that didn't flash purple. Defeat the enemy. Element. So it does have like that same element system from Tokyo Xanadu. So you may need to bring certain characters into the dungeon if they're like the appropriate element for the enemies inside. What are these? G-Core. Is this like a crafting system? Shell, parts, and core. So that's that crafting part I'm going to be totally in the dark on. But combat-wise, this seems pretty manageable. What is this? It's like some sort of card. Is it a summon? It's got a locked skill there. New action. And something plus 10. Will you take this? Yes? Okay, good. I have to guess on all of these menus because it doesn't even look like it's the same lettering for yes and no. Like they're using different phrases for every menu on what's confirm and what's deny. What is this? Is this my weapon? Soul rank. This is very gacha-like, this interface. Alright, cool. I linked my sword to the wolf card. Got a PS3 around the time of Tales Graces, got ported over to it in English. By that time I had a lot of games that I was into. I heard it was way worse on launch though. It has no games. It really has no games. And keep in mind, like, it's really like Demon Souls that people like to talk about for the PS3, and that didn't come out until 09. The console was already 3 years old at that point. It had nothing. Like, it had Uncharted 1, which no one really cared about Uncharted until 2 came out. And that was also like, when, 2009, 2010? Like, the first 3 years, it had nothing. Like, Talk about a joke, especially when the PS2 was like all killer apps non-stop from the beginning to the end. That console. We'll never see anything like that again. Like, that is when console gaming was worthwhile. It looks like, how do you charge this healing gauge? Oh man. And I haven't replenished my healing potions. I don't know if you can only replenish them at those checkpoints where you save, or if they're permanently consumable. Let me use one right now. I guess the 2D levels are dungeons and not a real Metroidvania. I don't know. I haven't seen any locked doors. Well, I mean, we did see one, but I opened it right away. I hope this isn't just a Metroidvania. I really hope it's not. Because I actually like the dungeons in Tokyo Xanadu quite a bit. Like, this has platforming, but I don't know. This is lame. This looks like... There was a Chinese review on Steam that I read for this that felt... I like Google translated it. It was so appropriate. He said something like, this looks like a DL Site Eroge game. And it really does. This is so, like... This does not look... Come on. This is not a modern game. From Falcom, come on, guys. You can do better than this. I'm really not a fan of 2.5D games anyway. Like, I like a couple of them. I like Dracula X Chronicles, that PSP port of Rondo. And, wow, you don't get health when you level up. And Bloodstained was also pretty good, but for the most part, I'm really not into 2.5D games. Oh man, a skill tree. Like Infamous 1, 2 was worse. I never really got into Infamous. I played Prototype. Wasn't it like the competitor to Infamous? And I didn't think Prototype was that great. Let's see, Wisdom, Valor, and Virtue. So I am leaning more towards Wisdom right now. You see I've got a 1. I got 1 soul point in Wisdom. Oh, is that what it is? I can level up. I can't level up this side, right? Yeah. So I've got 1 skill point in Wisdom, so all I can take is this. Looks like HP up. HP increase. Alright, so is that what leveling up does? You just have like this little sphere grid? You can only level up at the checkpoints. Alright. I was thinking the level of detail in the environment in these 2D levels looks like Bloodstained, but worse. Yeah, it does look like so cheesy. This was 55 bucks US dollars, by the way, so at least it wasn't like 60, 70 bucks like everything else. So I got maybe 5 bucks. So generous, Falcom. 55 instead of 60. Whatever, I'll take it. If this winds up being terrible, I have no problems refunding it. Steam has that 2-hour refund window, so if it winds up being insufferable, it's like, so far it's okay. It's not bad, it's not clunky or anything like that. It controls fine. Just kind of like inoffensive. I'm glad I didn't have to do a whole lot of school stuff. I was able to just skip all those cutscenes and get right into the dungeon. Although those checkpoints don't heal me, which is weird. Maybe there's an option that I'm missing in them. There has to be. How have I not... What is this? How have I not gotten any healing yet? I have to be missing out on some... Okay, so there is a locked door here. Is it that you need to clear this little seraphic gate to open it? Let me check the menu. Soul device. What is that? Okay, so that's the level up screen. 6 next? What the hell? What is this? I don't know what that is. A. Status. It looks like you get some passives from here. Do you get any moves? Extra. Oh, new action. Look where the new action is! You have to sift through all of this shit to get a new move. What about the other sides of the skill tree? Is there anything over here? Well, this was a new action, right? That wasn't an HP up, it was a new action. What is it? How do I find out where my skills are? Protection? So I've got some basic equipment here. Let's click R. What is that? Oh, I don't want to zoom out. Costume. There is like a $6 or $7 DLC for this game already. that just has costumes for all the characters. Looks like it gives them like white lab coats or something weird like that. Minus 50%, is that like water attribute? So I'm weak to water. Stay away from water enemies. Inventory. Didn't I cook a rice ball or something? I got it from like a vending machine. Where's that? Dude, what is this gacha shit? Like different rarities for crafting materials. Come on. Do wish the environments looked as good as the character models. East 10 was kind of like that too. I wanted to play East 10. I played the demo for it, and I almost bought it, but like 2 days after I played the demo, they're like, surprise, Proud Nordics, or whatever it was, that enhanced version. So I dodged the biggest of bullets by not getting that game. And then now that that updated version is out, I'm like, I don't even care anymore. So what a shame, because I really love East, but 10, they totally butchered that game. I have no clue why. This is just a waste of time going in this menu. What about over here? That is absolutely no help to me. That wasn't a rice ball, it was a jelly donut. Okay, new area. No. Oh, just go back to town. Do I have to go back to town? I guess I do. Alright. I guess that's it for the dungeon. Skip. Let's see here. Oh no, not a calendar system. What is this? This is where I live. I live in the mountains? No. Okay, the school is in the mountains. I live down in the suburbs down here. Okay. I was robbed by East 10 since I got the original version. That bites, man. Oh, hold RB to fast forward. Nice, I don't have to just skip, I can fast forward. Yeah, I don't know what happened with East 10. I actually liked East 9. I remember a lot of people thought East 9, like, they didn't like it coming off of East 8. I thought both 8 and 9 were good. I actually kind of like 9 maybe a little bit better than 8, honestly. But 10, I don't know. Why wasn't it just DLC? Why did it have to be a brand new release? Can you go into this little hot spring here? Can't go in yet. Should be able to buy some stuff from the vending machine at least. Getting parts. What is this? Photographs LB? Oh, it's the cell phone. We got... It's like a journal maybe? Oh yeah. Let me read all this real quick. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm very proficient in Japanese. Oh yes. Ooh, 1200. I can see that. East 9 was pretty good. I just like the island setting more. Yeah, I love the tropical setting of East 8, and that's maybe why I like Final Fantasy X so much, is I really love tropical settings in games and just in general. I just really like how they look. I don't really know why. But East 9 I thought was pretty cool. The setting was less interesting, but I like that it was like a smaller like hub environment and you could just like run around at rooftops and shit. That was pretty fun. The dungeons were also good in East 9. I won't complain about that. What I don't like about East 8 and 9 are the little tower defense minigame that you have to periodically do. I thought that was a waste of time. Like, if that was the innovation that East 8 was meant to bring to the series, they dropped the ball on that. I don't know, does East 10 have that tower defense minigame? I hope it doesn't. Although it really doesn't matter, I guess, because I don't really have any intentions on playing East 10 anytime soon. Like, the tower defense minigame is the least of my concerns at this point. Biggest problem with 9 is you spend too much time just walking around the town. Yeah, it's the... What does he have to, like, do a certain number of those, like, red... like, random enemy spawns to get enough experience points to unlock the next part of the city? Yeah, that was very fillery. I forgot all about that. I'm glad he brought it up. Yeah, that part of the game was... that wasn't great. I'm not really a big fan of those, like... that is just pure filler. Oh no. Pineapple! Where's the pineapple guy? Pineapple! I don't know what to do here. Oh shit. You making me take a test? How can he test me? I don't even know what I'm seeing here. Oh no. Alright. What? What is this? Is this how I get experience points for those different stats? You have to play a little card minigame, gotta play some triple triad. Oh man. Why does he have a pencil on his nose? Alright, I'm just gonna fast forward this. Obviously I have no clue what any of this says, so I just gotta wing it. It's the most involved minigame for a card minigame I've ever seen. Why is it so in-depth? Alright, this one. Pen has a spin on it that's a little more interesting than raids, but yeah, my friends ran into East 2, also don't like the raids too much. Like, I like the combat. It's still combat, but it just feels like filler. Like, East 8 is already pretty long as is. I don't think it needed to be padded with those little raid minigames. I don't think it really added much to the game. I was hoping they would commit. Were those raid? It was originally a Vita game, right? East 8. Did they add the raid minigames afterwards, or was it always part of the game? Because I know they added content when it was eventually ported to like the PS4 and PC, but I don't know what exactly they added to it. I have no clue what I'm doing here. All right, I take it back. There. So you have to use up all of those CP dots. You can't leave any left over. Alright, good. I guess I did good. Excellent, good, pass. Is this how you level up? You have to play this atrocious little card matching minigame to level up? What is this? Oh no. Oh man. Wisdom, virtue, and valor. What is the point of this? Sure. Okay, now I can level up. Status. I got +2 to some stat. I have no clue what that stat is. I can level this up. I can get a new action here. Is that double jump? What is this? Oh, it's like a air dodge. It is double jump. And then another stat. +2. I have no clue what stat that is. Alright, we're done here. I realized recently that Shinobito 2 is one of the few Vita exclusives left, and I have Shinobito 2. What do you what do you think of Shinobito 2 Bladed? Because it's like one of the... It's a physical exclusive too, it's not digitally exclusive. And we never... The US, or I should say... I don't know if the US ever got Shinobito 1. I think it was a PS2 game. Maybe Europe got it? I don't know. But... let me know what you think about Shinobito 2. I just know those solo Dana Dungeon segments were new along with her farms. Oh, all of the Dana Dungeons are new? And that is like my favorite part of Ys 8, is the Dana content. That's interesting. Although I have to admit, now that I think of it, it's really not... It's kind of like, you could do without it. It's just surplus content. Which must mean, if they added the Dana dungeons, that they added the true final boss in the updated version. Because you have to do like a certain amount of Dana content to unlock the true final boss. Something like that. So I only ever did it one time because you have to like give gifts to the villagers in East. I've beaten East 8 a number of times, but I've only fought the final boss once. Because I hate doing side quests for the villagers to raise their affinity. And I think you have to do that you have to raise it to a certain point to unlock the final boss of that game, which is just... why do they do that? Is this the base from Fire Emblem Three Houses? It's the base from every Japanese game released in the past 15 years. They all have this obligatory waste 80% of the game in a school setting, and then you get a little sprinkle of gameplay. Like, here's the gameplay. I bet if I didn't skip cutscenes, I would still be, like, in the intro cutscene. Alright, did I unlock this door? I have no clue. Alright, the door's unlocked. Did I get double jump? So I don't have double jump, at least not for the 2D section. Maybe only for 3D I have it. There are a number of menu options. Oh, yeah, this is where you level up. Ooh. What? So it looks like you got some sort of projectile. Is this all for projectiles? This whole tree that I just unlocked just relates to shooting bullets? RT. And then you aim with the right stick? Alright, let's try it out. Oh man, what is this? What is he firing from? It's like a little paper mache thing floating next to him. Why can't I? Oh, you have a little gauge underneath him. Okay, so there is ammo. That's lame. It's just like, what is that game? Metroid Dread. Oh, brother. Most of the Acquire games have JP exclusive expansions. A lot of Acquire games never saw localization. And the ones they localized, I don't think they're that great. I'm not an Acquire fan. Maybe they're an acquired taste. Have you ever thought of that? Although people say Tenchu is good. I don't know about that. I played Tenchu 1, I didn't think it was great. Maybe the later ones are good. Alright. Didn't I get a new... Hold on. I like the healing. Press LB to heal. But you have to, like, charge it up. What does the dog do? I have no clue. I got that dog card, but... Ooh! That was a nice parry. I like that. I have no clue what these little cards do. Why are there so many cards in this game? Was this, like, originally conceived as a gacha? Because there's so much, like, resource acquisition. You have to, like, manage so many different currencies and menus, and there's cards, and there's that card minigame. There's a huge-ass skill tree. It's so involved with all these tutorials, and I have no clue what any of them mean. It's like a danger zone. Do I lose health here? No. Although I can't... I'm not really doing a whole lot of damage to these guys. Maybe I shouldn't be here right now. I forget I have this special attack. I haven't been using it. That's the problem. Oh, and I have the gun. This gun is so stupid. You know, if they wanted to change it so much from Tokyo Xanadu, why did they name it Xanadu? Why not just make a brand new game? Like, I would be more interested if they just ditched the school setting and made something completely different. This didn't really need to be Xanadu. We're near Automata now. Ooh, you can parry bullets. I like that. I don't like falling. Oh man. I am not a platforming expert. Although I do like platforming. But I'm just not really any good at it. What do we got here? More cards. What is, like, some sort of bomb? Oh, it's a HP restorative. Do I need to equip it? What? What? How did I get here? Do I need to equip it is the thing. What's X? I hope it's not discard. I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'm going to leave that be. I think starting with the PS2, the Tenchu games had expanded FOV and used the right analog stick. That wasn't even my problem. It's just that I didn't like... I just didn't like how the game played. Like, Tenchu 1 is mission-based, which I like, and it's like you choose your little loadout, but the stages just weren't fun to move around in. And yeah, it was also... I guess it was kind of clunky. Like, you had to aim your grappling hook at the roofs of the buildings. And that was a little clunky to do. What? Why am I... Oh shit, I took so much damage. Why does it play this anime music when I heal? What is this? I healed and it started playing this, like, J-pop song. Oh my god. Speaking of East 9, that's exactly what this is. This is those little, like, those little raid environments where you just fight waves of enemies until the boss spawns at the end. Come on, man. What the... I took 300 damage from that. I'm guessing it's because the school setting is pretty popular. It absolutely is. Like, look at Persona. It didn't explode until... Well, I guess Persona 1... All the Persona games they're involved in a school environment, but they really, like, quadruple down with Persona 3. Like, this is a school simulator first and foremost. And then look at Three Houses. That was also massively popular. And, again, it's another game where it's like 50% of it is dicking around in the school. I don't know. Maybe I just grew out of that stuff. If I was, like, 15 years old, maybe I would care. But, man, I don't want to play as, like, kids going to school. I did my time. I don't want to do any school stuff anymore. It's not... I've already made a concession that 90% of Japanese games are going to be about teenagers saving the world. Fine, as long as the combat's fun. But do I also need to, like, go to classes and go on dates with the little waifus that you have to date? It's like, I don't care about that stuff. I know people do, but I'm, like, so over that. You're not healing, you're entering limit break? Is that what it is? There's, like, a limit break mode? I can't even tell if I'm doing more damage. But I do heal when I enter it. Here, let me enter it right now. Am I doing more damage? Maybe I am. I just haven't been paying attention. He's got a barrier. How do I break it? How do I... Do I need to parry him to break it? Ooh. Maybe you do. I'm glad I landed that parry. Oh, he has like a little, that little yellow meter. He has like a stun gauge. I see here. Stagger. That's what it is. It's another game with stagger. Shocker. I'm truly shocked. Another game that has a stagger component to it. Don't mind the setting. I just think it's overdone at this point. Yeah. I was actually considering making a video about that subject. Not explicitly the school setting thing, although it is tangentially related, but it was more of like I get fatigued by things just because of how popular they are. Like I'm really a fan of people trying new things out. Like if no one had done a school setting in a JRPG before, then I would be like, cool, I'm in. It's different, but because the school setting is so widespread, it's like, again? Another school setting again? Got a little Fox Girl card here. What does she do? Oh, so these are what give you your different elemental affinities. So the wolf gives you minus 50% water, and this gives you minus 50% wind. And then I guess that blue above the green on the card, this gives me the water affinity. Alright, I'll take that one. Why not? Dang, Nightmare difficulty in the Sunbar actually works. Color me shocked. It's not even Nightmare, it's hard. I think the Nightmare difficulty might be locked behind beating the game, which is so stupid. I don't know why they do that. There's like 3 flavors of easy mode, and only 1 hard mode. And like, I was playing Ys Oath and Felghana recently, and that game has like, normal mode in Oath and Felghana is hard, and then it has hard, and then it has Nightmare, and then it has Inferno. It's like 3 flavors of ball busting. And then this game has like 4 flavors of pretty easy. Like I'll cut it a little bit of slack because it is the early game. But not a great first impression so far. Especially with parry. It's really gonna just come down to parry everything. If you're struggling, just parry. The cards must be like Master Quartz and Cold Steel. Ugh. Cold Steel. Not cold steel. I got another ability here. I have no idea what that is. Some sort of monument. But what ability did I unlock here? Why is this skill tree so big? I have no idea what any of this means. The English text is somewhat helpful. Status is like just passive stat bonuses, but I don't know what extra is. Alright, well, let's just play through it. Alrighty. What's down? Oh, so pressing down shows me the whole map. I got a little check mark on one of those monuments, but not on the other ones. Or that must be the portal where you fight enemies. Jesus Christ. Are there enough menus? Move. Oh, okay. This is fast travel. Enhancement. Okay, level up your gear. This is just like a gacha. I'm playing a gacha right now. Single player, offline gacha. Level up my hat. I get 1 extra defense point from leveling up my hat. You see that in the bottom left? 1 extra point. Level up my t-shirt. I don't even have... Do I have enough resources to level this shit up? I guess I do. Alright. S-tier hat. Alright, so much for that. Refill. What is that? What's the top option? What's the bottom option? How do I refill these? Oh, you assign them. Oh, okay. So these two must be permanently consumable, and then this little flask regenerates whenever you touch a checkpoint. Alright. And then meal. Looks like you gotta prep meals before you can eat anything down here in the dungeon. So there's only one area so far in this dungeon that I missed. Oop! Forgot I have a dodge. I gotta use that more often. There's one part that I missed here. Right here. What is in this room? Oop, treasure chest. We got a new card. Crafting material. Thank God for that exclamation point on the map, because that's the only thing that's been helping me navigate through this. Because I can't read any of these menus, man. But I'm somehow doing alright. Can you air dodge? I haven't even checked. No air dodge. Can't run up walls. Oh, so you have to fast travel to that waypoint. That's why they showed you the fast travel tutorial here, because you can't climb back out. So, voila. That's how every arcade machine in Japan looks. Oh, one of the menus that I was in. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed. Yeah, I've been to Japan twice, and a lot of the elements that I see in video games, I can't think of anything specific right now, but it does really feel like very Japanese-like, like true to life. Like, especially the Yakuza series, it's a Japan simulator. It really is. Like, people have said as much before in the past, but like, play Yakuza 0, you could just skip going to Japan. Just play it like in first person if you can and just walk through the streets. And you got like a little mini Japan simulator at home. It's pretty cool. I skipped this cutscene here. After school? I wasn't even in school. I ditched school to run around in a dungeon. Oh, skipped after school too. Very nice. Please. No more cutscenes. Alright. Oh no. Not again. Not again. This weird-ass minigame. I have a little deck of cards this time that I can draw from. Change! Okay. Change them. Change. How do you change? Okay. So X and then choose the cards you want to replace. Get rid of these shitty ones. Do it. Wow, that was really worthwhile. I didn't use up all my resources. Can I change any more? No. So you can only shuffle them once per session. Oh, you can stack them! Look at that. Oh. Now I understand. Alright. So do I want to go for a balanced approach, or do I want to just put everything into one stat? And then the top of the screen shows me what I'm leveling up. So, which one is Valor? This one. This one's kind of lacking. Let's buff this one up. Alright. Let's see if my theory was correct. This should be a bunch of points in Valor. Yep. Oh, okay. Everything in Valor from this point forward. We have to level up our sword. Everything else is totally pointless. Every point in Valor. No, don't level those up. It's giving me just pass, not excellent, because I didn't put anything in the other stats. Alright. Well, I'm learning a little bit more, which is good. Can grab a status here. It doesn't really matter. I can't read any of these. It's just going to be guessing. And new action. What action did I unlock? What is that? Like another wind projectile? Alright, we're done here. Some scenes look like visual novel style. Yeah, Japan is not really a fan of... Like, they gave up making animated models for their cutscenes. They just have little portraits swoop in and out. Everything looks like a visual novel, which is probably why I stopped having an interest in these games, like, in terms of story. Combat's a different story. Like, I just skip the cutscenes and enjoy the combat, but... Like, look at this. You want me to sit here and even if I could read this, which is why I decided to play this Japanese version, if I got this in English, I would be skipping these cutscenes anyway. I'm not gonna read this. The last skill looked like some healing pickup you can get now. Ah, sweet. Get some extra healing. What is this broad saying? Just craft me my fucking rice ball so I can get on with my day. No, you're not even... Is this a cafeteria or not? Oh man. This game is way more involved than I thought it would be. Is this like trading in crafting materials for other crafting materials? That's exactly what it is. Trade in your various materials for different ones. Ooh, level up healing. I don't have enough. Damn it. Okay, this one is upgrading crafting materials. So you got like a 1-star claw, and you trade in 5, you get a 2-star claw. Alright, I gotcha. Well, I can't do anything here, so that's it for that. I think that means you'll get HP drops because of that ability. Yeah, that'd be cool. So you have to unlock the ability for enemies to drop HP drops? That's That's strange. Buying equipment. So this is my little hub where I do all my shopping. I'm glad everyone is next to each other. I don't have to seek them out. Can't buy any of this. So there's no currency, you just have to use the crafting materials to trade them in to buy stuff. And I can't buy any of this. Recycle. And then you can disassemble your equipment into raw materials. I think it's upgrading item using duplicates. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there's anything too complicated going on here. Although I have no resources to do any of this right now. Skip. You had different level of stars and materials, East 4, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, you did. Like you would break the branches in the environment and you have to like go for the rare materials, which was also kind of... That's why I really like East, Oath and Felghana, Origin, and Nepishtim. They're really simple, which is like, it's perfect pick up and play games. You don't have to worry about grinding material drops or anything like that. It's not that I dislike that stuff, but I've just been in the mood for more simplistic games lately. All of this crafting stuff, it's not bad, but... Like when I can't read, if I can't read these menus, it's a little bit trickier to try to figure out what the hell I'm doing. What is Xanadu? Is that the dungeon? So they call the dungeon Xanadu. And time passes when you go in there. What is Sacred Tree? Looks like some various buffs. You need that purple flask currency that I don't have anything on. I don't have that at all. Research building and training ground. Alright, back into Xanadu. Oh, a new area. I did like how those games tended to just put the next upgrade tier in a chest or something for you to find. Yes, exactly. Like, there's only like 5 swords in East 1 and in East Origin, so when you got a new sword, you were like, oh shit, new sword, it was a big deal. But when you have like 50 swords, when you get a new sword, you're like, oh cool, new sword. It's not as impactful. There's a limit. Did you see that? 1,000. So you can only carry a limited amount of that purple currency. I don't know how I feel about that. Telling me how to use consumable items, I guess. LT. Okay, LT brings up your consumable items menu. And it's in English too, submenu. Oh no. Alright, I gotta pay attention a little bit here. Because these enemies are gonna kick my ass. It ramped up a little bit, which is good. That first dungeon was a little too simple. The parrying is satisfying. I just wish that... Like, try to think of something more creative than parrying, I guess. It's just like I was talking about earlier with the school setting. It's like, I wouldn't be annoyed by it if it just wasn't so prevalent. You know, try something fresh. You can't think of anything other than parrying for your action game. You gotta just have it in every game. The sound effect is very crispy. I like that. Pointless shortcut. Come on. What is the point of that? Felghana is kind of like a Metroidvania in that sense. What I really like about Felghana is there's no like healing potions or anything like that. What the hell? Do I need a mash? Felghana doesn't have any like healing potions, so when you get hit, it's a huge deal. So you can't like cheese your way through a boss fight from healing. You have to hope that like when you're fighting random enemies, they drop healing items every now and then. And I really prefer that style of healing. Like if you're gonna have a healing system, that's the way to do it, because then you can like fine-tune the encounters. But if you give me like healing items and healing potions, then it's like just a balancing nightmare. Let me upgrade one of these. pieces of equipment real quick here. Give me a better shirt. This is the era of Perry Slop. It certainly is. Perry Slop, and also don't forget about Friend Slop. I saw some game on Steam. I'd never seen it before. It was like $6. It plays like some white stick figure dude. It kind of looks like this game actually. It looks like 2.5D. And it's like hide and seek. And I'm like, what the shit is this? It's apparently some like Twitch game. I hate those games. Like Twitch slop. Streaming slop. Oh my god. Give me a mulligan on that. Let me try that again. Chameleon game, yeah. Mecha Chameleon, that's the one. Is that what I think it is? Is that Twitch slop? What is that? Well, if you play with games, this sounds like fun. Jesus Christ. Aren't they supposed to drop healing items now? Why am I slow? I can't even jump. I'm paralyzed. How do I... Did healing paralyze me? Why can't I jump? Just wait for it to wear off. Why does it need to last so long? Look at it, it's that little green gauge underneath that little Foxy Lady card. It's like a green germ. Come on. Do you need to restrict my jumping too? What a horrible status effect. It's just prop hunt, but you have to draw to blend in. Certainly sounds like the type of game that would sell 5 million copies because one person played it on Twitch. Come on. It is a Metroidvania. I don't have the right power-up to open this door. Yep, and I don't have the right power-up to jump up there. X and Y. It's a little Devil May Cry Red Orb statue. A little water Magatama. Question mark. Sure, sounds good. Item get. G-Core. That's a sick G-Core. Not gonna lie, that looks like marijuana. What does? I missed it. Aw, man. Oh, I got a new hat. You need to be level 7 to equip it? No. Can I equip it? It's not gonna let me. You can equip it anyway. Oh. Yeah, I'm only level 5. Level 7 hat. So I can't open this yet. I gotta find another path here. Can I go this way? Yes, I can. Status effect icon was affecting your jump. Yeah, what? Why did it last so long? It lasted like 2 minutes. Maybe if I went to that little checkpoint, I could have cured it faster. Oh, can I break this? Oh, a little secret area. Oh, a nice secret area. So the last one gave me an accessory. What is this one gonna give me? Take it. Oh, G-Core. So I could theoretically just cheese every enemy by shooting them, right? And just wait for my... Oh, I got paralyzed again? No, dude, come on. What do I do? So, I am missing something here. Alright, cheese my way out that way. There has to be... Can I use my limit break mode to clear it? Nope. What am I missing here? There has to be some way to clear this status effect faster. See if I have an item that can cure it. One of these. Oh, it's too late. It's gone now. Ooh, mini boss. Yeah, this guy has a little stagger gauge, you see? That little yellow bar above his purple health bar. He's gonna be staggered right now. The limit break mode doesn't play music in the 2D sections, only in the 3D arenas. I wonder why. Currency cube. There are way more systems in this game than I thought it'd be. I thought it would be pretty simple, but between all these currencies and crafting materials. Although in spite of all that, I'm still managing to fumble my way through it alright. It's not too bad. Okay, a little combat arena here, right? No? Oh, a fast travel point. Did I get a power that lets me open that door? Hey, how's it going, Phoenix? It's a good day today. Fine day, Saturday. I love Saturdays. I haven't streamed in a while, and I wanted to play this game anyway, so I figured I'll stream for a little bit, see how it goes. And who knows, maybe if someone finds this game interesting, maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. Don't wait for the US release for it. Seriously, this story... I mean, do you really think you're missing anything riveting with this story? I really don't think you are. So I am missing some sort of mechanic. So now becomes the experimenting phase. Did I do this already? Maybe I didn't do this. I probably didn't do this. So there are enemies that are weak to earth, and there's one enemy that's weak to fire, and I'm earth element, so I should be okay here. These bird enemies, are they the ones that have been paralyzing me? With that little green dot? Change some, put on some J-pop. Is there different music for, like, because there's got to be more than just one playable character, right? I wonder if the song changes depending on who it is you're playing. Or do they all just play the same J-pop song? Oh, more J-pop. These enemies can't handle J-pop mode. It destroys them. Alright, now for the mini-boss, right? Please be a different mini-boss, not the same one again. Oh, come on, already reskinning enemies. I fought the red one and now I fight the blue guy. Ooh, air parry. That was nice. Get away, get away. Can you air juggle? Juggle his ass. Man, I kinda air juggled him a little bit. Annihilated his ass. And I'm streaming too. If you guys haven't streamed, playing games is way more difficult when you're streaming. So if I'm having an easy time streaming, it's even easier when you're not streaming. Trust me. So there is 3D here as well. Yeah, it's weird. There's like these little combat arenas where it goes to 3D, and these are my favorite parts of the game. What is this? I get to level up one of my things. Sure. Level up my little foxy girl. The rest of it is like 2D Metroidvania shit, and it's not even that great, honestly. This is my favorite part. I wish the whole game was 3D like how Tokyo Xanadu was. The 2D part is just whatever. Dang, only the third boss too. I wouldn't even count it as a boss, just like an elite enemy. Like maybe a mini boss, I guess. Ooh. These guys are the worst. If you get paralyzed, it takes like 4 business days for the status effect to clear. Although someone said I should check, I may have an item that cures it. That may be what I have to do. You probably get like an air dash or a double dash. Double dash, oh my god. Mario Kart. A double jump. You probably get an air dash or a double jump, and that would make this exploration part a little better. I'm very restricted right now in my abilities and what I can do. Can I enhance my shirt? Ooh, golden shirt. G-rank shirt. Oh, it increased my health. I wonder why it says level 7. Is it like I don't get the full effect of it until I reach the right, until I meet the right level requirement? Is that what it is? Another one of these danger zones. Do it. You don't lose health in here. I don't know why they're purple. I thought it was kind of like maybe the... If you guys played Nioh 2, they have like those little Dark World sections where you have like diminished stamina. Is that what they're trying to do here? Like, is there some... Oh no. I got paralyzed again. One of the... Bomb? The bomb? Nope, that's not it. The white pebbles? Nope. So there's no way to clear this. I'm just fucked. I can parry it at least. None of the enemies have dropped that healing item you guys were talking about. I could really use it right now. Not for the health, but to clear this horrible, the worst status effect I've ever seen in my life. Oh. I gotta time getting through here. Alright. Even your dashing distance is affected by the status effect. Can't dash very far. Alright, I'm good now. Alright. Looks like another combat arena. Are we gonna have another reskinned mini-boss in here too? Give me a proper boss fight. Give me something challenging. Oh, I got a parry. No! Jeez, I failed 3 parries in a row. Just, you know what? Kill me. Kill me. I failed like 6 parries in a row. Let me try that again. First try. Ooh, well, at least I dodged out of the way. So it's interesting, if you parry an attack that is not flashing purple, they can follow up and continue attacking you. You're not safe to counter. See, he keeps going. It's only the purple one that gives you the counter attack. Give me my little anime mode here. Alright, I'm learning. It's a slow process, but I'm starting to figure it out. It looks like their weakness changes when I enter that limit break mode. Because right now these slimes are weak to earth, but I think they're not weak to earth when I'm in that limit. Here, let me try it right now. What is he weak to? He's weak to like red now. White with that little red symbol inside of it. Oh, you know what it is? Every enemy is weak. It gets rid of their element when you're in that mode. That's what it is. Is he green this time? Oh my god. Come on. Let me lock on here. Oh, I still got my little... Oh, that mode isn't timed. It's based on the amount of times you hit the attack button. That's interesting. And when you you can use it as a parry also. You see that? I entered the mode and I parried his attack. That's pretty cool. Although this guy is toast. What happened here? Oh, did I kill him? Is that it? I killed him while reading my chat. Too easy. So far, this does look pretty good, but the 2D looks like every other Metroidvania Steam. Yeah. It looks like someone left a comment on Steam, looks like a DL side Eroge game, and that's just what I've been had in my mind this whole time, where I'm like, this looks like a $15 budget, like some little doujin group in Japan made in like a year. This does not look like some well-known studio like Falcom made it. Although Falcom's graphics have been behind the time for like 20 years now. But like, come on, man. How are you guys still... Why did this take so long to make? Parry looks incredibly strong. It's parry slop. It is bona fide, certified parry slop. Just parry everything. I guess if you get really good at parrying, you don't even need to worry about the RPG aspect of like making a build, get equipment, level up your stats. Just avoid all damage if you're good enough at parrying. Alright, well I don't really know what I did in here. Maybe this was just an optional zone? Did I miss something though? I think I did everything in there. This flower asshole. Oh! I got a lot of resources. I might combine some of them the next time I get to one of those little checkpoints. Another... Oh, I got 5 claws. Ooh. I missed that. Oh. It does look like a Vita game, yeah. Which, was Tokyo Xanadu a Vita game? I think it was. And Tokyo Xanadu, I think Tokyo Xanadu was 2016. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is like 10 years later, and it looks the same. 10 years? Come on, Falcom. Why did it take 10 years to come up with this? This was the best you could come up with? Just make it a Metroidvania on the side. Have 3D combat for the boss fights, which are cool. I like the 3D combat, and then the rest of it is just this, like, low-budget kind of whatever Metroidvania. Shooting would be on the back touchpad. Did you like the touchpad on the Vita? Because I don't remember many games using it. I think Borderlands 2 used it, and I remember that controlling it, like, total trash on the Vita. Because like where the touchpad is, there's like little indentations on the back of the Vita where you rest your fingers, but I never used those. I just like had them wherever they naturally lied, and so I would accidentally, whatever it was, like throw grenades or something like that because of the back touchpad. I think I had to disable it. It sucks that this song plays whenever I'm in this mode. because it replaces the music, and then once it runs out in 10 seconds, it's like very jarring. It goes, oh, come on. It's very jarring how the music just switches to like screaming J-pop in my ears, and then it's back to the regular battle theme. I wish I had more special attacks. So far I just have this one that I've been keep spamming like this. And there's like no cooldown on it. You could just do it over and again. I can't use it in the air. I thought I could, but it's not letting me do it now. Yeah, I can't do it in the air. Is this a guaranteed knockdown? No, it's not. Oh, no, 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 no. The status effects in this game are brutal. I was not expecting it to be like that. It's mainly these flying fuckers, too, that keep doing it. The grounded enemies are no problem. Maybe you're supposed to shoot them with your little Nier Automata, little pod bullet firing. Borderlands on Vita looks like those GBA movie cartridges. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, they had like TV shows like Fairly Odd Parents on the Game Boy Advance, or like Family Guy, whatever it was. That's funny. I forgot all about that. This... I gotta... Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I gotta do. Stun. Perfect. Into my little J-pop mode. Oop. Stay away. What is this status effect? I don't know what that is. Okay. Don't die here. Ooh, there we go. It's over. He's dead. I got him. It's that simple. I know Dynasty Warriors Next did, and I think the Uncharted games did as well. Yeah, a few games used the rear touchpad. I don't know. I don't have fond memories of the Vita. I tried so hard to like that little thing. Vanillaware. I'll give Vanillaware. I own all of their games on the Vita. Odin Sphere, Muramasa, Dragon's Crown. If not for Vanillaware, I wouldn't even be remembering the Vita at all. I tried so hard to like that little system, but... I like the PSP. PSP had some good games on it, but the Vita, man. Sony just did not care at all. Some PS1 games use it as a replacement for R2 and L2. Yeah, you could... what I did for PS1 and PS2 games on the Vita, I mapped L2 and R2 to the right stick. Like, I played Final Fantasy... I forgot there was an enemy here. I played, like, Final Fantasy 8 on the Vita, and to run away in that game, you have to press L2 and R2. So, I just mapped up on the right stick to be L2 and R2 at the same time, and that worked perfectly. Now, where do I go from here? What did I unlock? Maybe down here? I have to find that little cube, or whatever it is. There's certain statues that let you upgrade. I gotta find the one that lets me use my purple resource before I cap out on it. I don't know why it has to even cap out anyway. Maybe there's a path up here? Oh, there's some paths to the left. Alright, I'll check those out. Maybe this way? Here's one. It's just another transitory room. I remember getting a PS TV purely to play Tales of Hearts R. Was worth it though. I like Tales of Hearts R, now that you mention it. That was another game where it's like, just skip every cutscene, but the combat, that has one of the more fun combat systems in Trails. I think that's one, is Hearts R, it's been a while since I played it, but I remember it being like more like aerial combat centric than some of the other entries. Like Graces is very grounded, and I didn't like that about it. Graces is a very clunky feeling game. Like you're not meant to jump in that game at all. But I think Hearts R had a lot of like aerial combos, which was really cool. I guess that's a Vita exclusive that's still worthwhile. I think it's a Vita exclusive, or at least the Western version of it is. I have like an overflow of resources now. Level 1, 2, and 3. Can I level it up? Is that what this is? Oh, I got a pair of shorts. Why am I taking damage? What the hell? What happened? Yeah, in Innocence are still trapped on the Vita. What a shame. And Vita emulation right now, I've tried to emulate Chaos Rings. Vita emulation is in a really bad spot. How do I get rid of this horrible health drain status effect? Wow, your health doesn't automatically refill. You have to expend resources to get it back. That sucks. Although I do have a ton of this, so maybe it doesn't suck too bad. Alright. Well, I've got all my health back. How? What is this? It gives me the fire element if I upgrade it again. Do it! Fire defense. Look at that. 10% fire defense. Pretty good. Ooh, upgrade my little sneakers too. Might as well. I can afford it. Why not? That is not what is pressing right now. I need to figure out how to get rid of this. I can't warp to the other area. How do I get rid of this status effect? I can leave the dungeon? Dungeon result. So that's why that purple, like, flask, that's why it has a cap, because if you exceed it, you start taking passive health damage. For no reason. I guess they want you to leave the dungeon, if that's the case. Don't most Vita games already work on PS TV? Most of them do, but how much is a PS TV these days? Because I don't have one. I didn't bother buying one. Last I checked, those things were hundreds of dollars. And that is not even remotely worth it to play like, what, 2 or 3 Vita exclusives? Tales of Hearts R and Shinobito 2. By the way, I don't remember if Bladed or whoever it was that brought up Shinobito 2. That game sucks. Giant cock. Shinobito 2 is so bad. Oh, I got a little waifu support card. 0 CP. I'm pretty sure this game got an early purchase bonus of some card, but I don't know what it is and I don't know where to get it. I was going to try out the fan translation for Innocence R, but eventually just decided to get through my Japanese copy instead. I've noticed that I'm playing a Japanese game right now. I can't understand it at all, but I'm playing through it. And I'm kind of having fun with the combat. Save. Yeah, I can read that. It's really not that hard to play through a Japanese game. You really don't need to read it. Like, I don't know what any of this is. I'm not going to understand all the nuances, but it's still fun to play. I guess if you're a type of person that cares about story, but I stopped caring about story a long time ago. Can I upgrade these? 75%. Upgrade it. Oh, combine them. That's what it is. Oh, you can only do it once per day. Is that what it is? Sleep. Back when I got one, it was only around. Yeah, they were on fire sale, and the Vita TV, the PS TV came with a PS3 controller. And I remember like Walmart was like fire selling them for like $50. And I was like, I don't need it. I have a PS3 controller. I have a PS Vita. What do I need this for? And now it's like, you idiot. Why didn't you just get 50 of them and retire? It's kind of like if anyone was around when Earthbound was new, nobody bought Earthbound. And Best Buy was like fire selling sealed big box copies of Earthbound for like $5 or $10. So if you cleaned them out back then when nobody wanted Earthbound, you would be you'd be set for life. Hey, what's going on, Ati? You're not late. How long have I been streaming? I don't even know. Like an hour and a half. I'll probably go for another hour and a half. Let's see here. Ati, do you know any Japanese? Can you help me out? I don't know what I'm doing in this stupid card system. I got a little support card here. I'm not sure what... Oh! It's not letting me, like, reshuffle my hand. It let me do that before. Remember, we want to level up this one. Valor? Valor. We're dumping everything in that, because that raises our attack power. Or there might be, like, diminishing returns on it. See, there's only like 2 blips. Yeah. I think it's diminishing returns at some point. Well, we'll go for this one, because this one looks underdeveloped. Do it. Sometimes I miss the story, but otherwise if I'm having fun with the game anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Thing is, like, very few games, and I mean like very few games, I'm in it for the story. But it does happen, like the Yakuza series. I would never want to play a Yakuza game and like skip the story, because that is the entire appeal of that series. Like, I can admit that. But like an action game, like Ys or this, Kyoto Xanadu, man, the story is just like a bonus. To me, the story is tacked on. I don't really care about it. Let me get some buffs here. Got an extra. Oh, is this an extra attack? It says X and Y. I hope it's an extra attack. Maybe I got some combos going on here. I think this is bullet, which I don't care about. I don't know what this is, but I can get an extra here. So let's go for that. RB is the parry button. So I wonder, do you heal from parrying now? That would be cool. It depends on the game. There's some games I played that were kind of hard to play in Japanese due to figuring out how to progress past the part. Yeah, maybe older games that didn't have like the little waypoints to help you out, but this game has been fairly straightforward. I've been getting through it pretty fine. Just skip all the cutscenes. And then in the dungeons, it has those little exclamation points to help guide you. And all of the shopping stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I'm glad there's not like a huge open world map to run around in. You got just that little hub and all the shops are next to each other, which is super handy. What is this? More? Alright, I can move around town here. People get really confused when I tell them I mostly play JRPGs for the gameplay. That's my whole channel. Is I play these games, I just talk about the gameplay. How many videos have I talked about the story in RPGs? Like that's, and I know that's like the appeal of the genre, but not for me, man. I am proof, living proof that you can play a genre that is entirely based around narratives and just completely ignore the narrative part and still have a good time. Like this game, I was like I don't know, I kind of went into this with a little bit of a bad attitude. I'm like, you know what, if it sucks, just play less than 2 hours and return it, but I'm kind of enjoying it so far. Just casually having fun with it. I don't know how much of it is just having fun chatting with you guys, but I'm having a good time. Request, okay. Side quests. So get those materials and then trade them in for that little bomb currency. I think I have those materials. Can I turn it in? I guess I don't have them. This card thing is like used everywhere. Alright, I guess I'm leveling up another stat here. This one is Wisdom. Is this just for free, or did I have to pay a currency to do this? Just a free level up? I'll take a free level up, why not? Not every game needs to have a huge area to walk around in, ain't that the truth? The only thing that's like annoying about not being able to read is I have no clue what these stats are that I leveled up. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I have to level them up anyway. I have to go through that path to get the new unlocks. It's just that I don't know what it is that I'm leveling up. Larger areas tell me they're not as intricately designed. Yeah. Wasn't that the problem with Starfield? Bethesda was like, our biggest game yet, we have hundreds of maps, hundreds of different planets to explore, and everyone was like, I don't know, man, bigger isn't always better, these are going to be underdeveloped, and then lo and behold, the game came out, and everyone's like, I told you, there's nothing to do in these planets. It's like you have this huge playground to run around in, and nothing to do in it. I used Google Lens to translate Japanese text. I used it in the menu when I started this game to lower the volume and to choose the difficulty, but that was it. Because I don't want to be pausing literally every screen of the game and holding up my phone to translate. It just wouldn't be fun for you guys. It wouldn't be fun for me either. I wouldn't do that on my own time. Am I picking up side quests here? Is that what this is? And I can level up again. Was that Dogi? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna hold on. Let me get my little free bonus level up here. Let me take a look. Now you've got me curious. New ability. What is that? It uses 15 something. I don't know what that is. I'll have to try that out. Where is that? Is it over here? Ooh. Get an extra stat point. Alright. Is this Doki? Oh, come on! I got gypped. Now I can't validate. But Tokyo Xanadu had a character from Trails in it. I know that. I forgot her name. It was like some girl with glasses. I know she's from Trails. I don't know which one. But that was kind of like a fan service thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if this does have Dogi. Maybe it's Helm Splitter. I hope it is, because I can't use special attacks in the air right now. Toa! That's who it is! Yes! Toa, you're a Trails fan, Megasonic. Yes, it is Toa. I think she's the character's like cousin or something like that. What do we have here? All-rounder. It's a shop. See, moving towns in 2D too. Unfortunately, I can't jump very high. Oh, I got a little maple leaf. New spot. What do we have here? You know what? I did see there's a menu for food. Maybe I can buy some food for the dungeon. 3,000 yen for 2, whatever that is. Okay, enough. Oh, can you buy cards? Is that what this is? 1 AP, 1,000 yen. Do it. I always tend to choose the girl in glasses in every game with romance options. Isn't your profile pick a girl with glasses? Is that why you chose her? Is that your little waifu? Everything gives you experience in this game. Card get. Ooh, look at this, a 3-star card. I don't really know what I did, but that was worth it. Oh, AP1, FP1. So you have, like, resources on how you can spend your free time. Okay. Well, that was a pretty good card, so that was probably worth it. Let's see what else I can do in my free time here. I still didn't finish that dungeon. I just, like, left because I used all of the... I started losing health. I gotta find out where I can turn in all of those purple vials. Got a little bookstore here selling some vinyls. Oh. Ooh la la, a new party member? The truth behind why Toa is in that game is because they wanted to reuse her model instead of making a new one. Yeah, but why Toa instead of another character from Trails? Is she like Falcom's mascot or something like that? Like, why not put Adol in it instead? I can't skip this cutscene. I can fast forward through it. Oh, I got a little half of a medallion. I'm getting loaded on all these cards. Now I regret doing all that leveling up before I got all this. Alright, what do we got here? Okay. It's gonna level up. I don't want wisdom. I don't want to level that up. What is this? Is this like a random stuff? I don't know what I bought. I bought something so expensive, I don't even know what it was I bought. No, yes. I gotcha. Why not Angelica? Who is Falcom's mascot? Maybe it is Toa. I have no clue. I'm not huge on anything Falcom does other than Ys. Got a new t-shirt. I don't know, isn't my t-shirt pretty good? I just spent 2,000 on some bullshit. I have no clue what it was I bought. Oh, look, I did all of these little bonuses here. Collect all my shit here. Got a new accessory. A bunch of consumables. Hopefully one of these clears up that atrocious poison... Not poison, paralysis status effect that sucks ass. Is there no way to quickly accept all of these? I got some more money. Falcom has cheapened out before. They've cheaped out since the day they were invented. Their founder is the cheapest person in all of Japan. May his soul rest in peace. But who is it that's in charge now? Kondo? He's gonna carry on that cheap legacy. Then I bought some, like, book. I don't know where it is. Here. I don't know, maybe it's a gift. Maybe you gift it to someone to increase their affinity. Let me buy this level 5 t-shirt. It might be good. Protection. Oh, it is good. It'll be even better when I level it up to G rank. think I got also... Didn't I get a new bracelet? Nope. Just the t-shirt. Yep. What do we have here? Optional. Probably just talk to people for lore. Oop, pressed the wrong button. Check out my little dingy apartment here. Apartment next to a shrine. Ooh, hot spring. New spot, hot spring. Something 23. Can I skip? I can skip. Unlocked a new hot spring location. Who the hell is this? Experience. Ooh. Experience multiplier. I never truly loved the Falcom game. I just realized it today. I think Ys, Oath, and Felghana and Xanadu Next are like... I don't rank games, but they're like up there. Some of my favorite action games. But like most of the Ys series I really like. I wouldn't say I love most of them. But Oath and Felghana, Origin, Napishtim, they're all awesome. Oath is my favorite of the lot. And then Xanadu Next, I think, is also a fantastic game. Which is probably why I'm playing this, trying to see if I can maybe see did they maybe sneak in a reference to Xanadu Next somewhere in here? Is there anything Xanadu about this game outside of the fact that the original Xanadu from like 1985 was a side-scroller? Get my little gelatin matcha jello here. Maybe I can use that in the dungeon. I've got one more AP to blow. I don't know where to blow it, is the thing. Maybe at school? Oh, let's check out if this guy actually is Dogi. He's not here. Damn it. Self-study. That's the wrong stat. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Xanadu Next. Definitely one I have to pick up at some point. It's whenever it goes on sale, it's always on sale for like $4.50. Like dirt cheap. So even if you wind up hating it, you know, play like an hour and you're like, it sucks. It's like, come on, $4. Where's the harm in that? I played that really shitty Wanted Dead and that cost $6 and I don't feel like I got ripped off. It was like, whatever. $6. What does $6 get you these days? Where is the one that increases Valor? I don't want to do these other stats. Maybe here? I tried Oath and Felghana, but that game filtered me. I don't think it's really that bad. I played on Nightmare, and there are a couple of bosses that are a pain in the ass, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Maybe it takes some getting used to. I wouldn't like recommend it to someone that's trying to get into Ys, because that is one of the harder ones. Maybe it's not great for beginners, but like once you're familiar with the series, I don't think it's too bad. Especially on normal mode. I don't think normal mode is that bad. Nightmare on Ys and Oath and Felghana can get pretty tricky. Can I trade in this purple junk? Max HP up. Do it. Only one time. One of these. That looks good too. Give me one of those. I can't even expend all of this junk. I just need to be careful not to grab any more the next time I go in the dungeon. Let me use up my last AP before I go in the dungeon. Let me blow it on some garbage real quick. I'll just go to the little training arena. Self-study. Who is giving me these cards? No one was there. I guess this is telling me I ran out of resources. Nighttime. Oh, can I not do the dungeon? Oh, I messed up. I don't think it matters. Whatever, I'll just do the dungeon tomorrow. Can I fuse my rank 3 card? Make a rank 4. Look at that. Got a little beastly card going right here. Reward. Two hours and I still haven't even fought in a boss yet. And I've been skipping cutscenes like mad. The top option was return to home. Damn it! This stupid stream delay. Is it gonna make me do this at the start of every day? Alright. Let me put this one... Let me put it here. Top option was return to home. I'll have to remember that. So when it shows the green text, choose the bottom option. There's gonna be a giant level up here. Oh yes. Oh, I got 2 points for it. Let me grab that extra. Ah. Next time. Maybe I'll go this way. And my little... Got another extra lined up right there. Man, tutorials still? I think I learned everything I need to know at this point. That icon means return or go back. You think I'm going to be able to memorize that icon? That looks like every other icon I've seen. So it looks like a little chair with a backwards 3 sitting on top of it. Let's see. Oh, got some new merchandise here. Got a new hat. Can't buy any. Nope. 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 Can't buy shit. Oath was the last time I could say I really liked the East final boss theme. I can't remember the final boss theme for Oath. I can remember the boss fight vividly because that guy is a big time asshole. The final boss of Oath and Felghana. I think he has like one attack pattern that if you're unlucky you can't even dodge it. That is a brutal fight on Nightmare. Alright, back into the dungeon, finally. You get tired of every game having overwhelming parry system to the point that it's always the best option. I also count the big iframe dodge rolls of Souls as parry. Watch the VOD. I talk about that early on. This game is parry slop, you're gonna see. We're gonna go back into the dungeon. I'll show you firsthand if we get to a boss fight. The parry supersedes everything else. There is some nuance to it, like you shouldn't be parrying every attack, but it'll flash purple, and those are attacks that you're meant to parry. Can I fast travel here? Over here. I used to think Ancient Disputation was alright, but I don't listen to it much anymore. I don't remember any of the names of the Falcom songs, but I know them if I hear them. I listened to a little bit of the soundtrack for this game on... There's like a fan-made YouTube channel dedicated to Falcom music, and he was uploading some of the music for this last night for Kyoto Xanadu. And I didn't really hear anything all that interesting so far, but I didn't listen to the full soundtrack yet. It's kind of hard to pay attention to the music when I'm streaming, so afterwards I'll try to see if I can pick apart anything that sounds interesting. I haven't heard any recent Falcom soundtrack that sounded like really fantastic. Recent meaning like the past 5 years or so. But who knows, maybe this one... I haven't heard anything so far here that's been remarkable. This dungeon theme was like the only one that I remember. You asshole! Just leave him. Well, I would show you the parry slot, but unfortunately, I'm terrible at parrying. Okay, so if you don't use up all of your purple flasks, thankfully, it does look like it just purges them when you go back into the dungeon, which is good. Let me upgrade my shirt. That's a pretty decent level up. Get these sneakers too while I'm at it. Ooh, upgrades attack. Or is that, what is that, critical hit rate? I have no clue what that percentage means. It's a weird, like, Hindu statue. So, okay, it highlights it on the map. I need to do those 3 little combat arenas to light up those orbs, and then maybe this is the boss of the dungeon. Oh, not combat arenas. They're just like little statues that shackle it. I see. I'm learning, I'm learning. Quite like the soundtracks for the Cold Steel games. After that, it's been kind of hit and miss. Because I'm not a huge Trails fan, I'm not that familiar with the Cold Steel soundtracks, but at least the first Cold Steel, I know a fair number of those songs. I think that's a pretty good soundtrack. Cold Steel 1. And a few songs from 2. But like 3 and 4, I don't think I've listened to very much of their soundtracks. I should get around to it. Like the next time I'm writing a script for a video, I can just have some Falcom music playing in the background. Maybe I'll listen to Cold Steel 3 and 4 and see if those have anything good in them. Ooh. The parrying is satisfying. I like the sound effects for it. Although I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get up there. I'll keep going up for now. I don't think... Yeah, do not break the grass, because you see it gives you that purple resource, and you don't want to get that. So avoid breaking the grass, which is so weird, because I see the grass, it's like Zelda, I just want to break it, but I shouldn't be doing that. He's gonna do it. So I already memorized this guy's pattern. He does like a 3-hit swipe. He does 1, 2, and then the purple flash, you want to parry that. See, I knew it was coming, but I botched the parry. I remember a few tracks from East 9 a lot, but I don't remember very well. Yeah, East 9 has some pretty good tracks. That was when Unisuga was still doing a fair number of the songs, and all of his songs from East 9 are fantastic. I've used them in a number of my videos. The music from East 9, pretty good soundtrack. Even Singa, that guy gets a lot of hate, but he has some pretty good tracks in East 9. That's probably my favorite game that he's worked on. Wouldn't Platinum Games arguably be the ones to start the parry slop? With Metal Gear Rising? Who would be the ones that started that? I wouldn't say Sekiro. I don't know. I don't know who popularized it. You would have to ask, like, whoever directed this game, like, what was your inspiration for putting parrying? And then he'll probably, I don't know, what did he say, Sekiro? Or would he say Dark Souls, or would he say Metal Gear Rising? I have no clue. It's strange how these checkpoints don't replenish your health. You have to, like, physically leave the dungeon or use your healing flasks. So there's 2 more statues I need to break. There's one up there. So I'll make my way up there. Oh no, only one more. Okay, I broke one already to the right. Okay, only one more and then I can fight the boss of this area. Oh, come on. At least this game runs pretty well. I would hope so. You know, this pretty hideous looking 2D game. But I have like a very, very modest PC setup. It is not powerful at all. And it's running this pretty fine. I have it, I don't know. I think I set it to 144 frames, but I'm not sure. You guys wouldn't be able to tell because I'm only streaming at 60 frames. But I'm glad it runs pretty good. Seems like it's just a crapshoot these days if something runs halfway decent or not. I saw that Capcom put out like a... Not a beta test, what is it? Like a test your hardware for the new Onimusha game to see if you can run it at a respectable frame rate. Oh, come on, this status effect again. And people were like bragging, like, oh, it's very well optimized, runs on my 5090 card. I would hope anything runs on a 5090 card. Are you kidding me? How is that well optimized? I think I need to leave this dungeon because of this stupid status effect. Yeah, I'm not fighting in there. Alright, I gotta get out. How do I warp out of here? What room am I in? I can't even tell. I find Singa's got more hits than misses with me. I definitely think it's right. Yeah, Singa has some pretty good tracks. I'm not a hater. I think he has some... I've used a couple of his songs. I think one's called like Gria Recollection from East 9. I think that's a pretty good song. He's got, like I said, East 9, he has some pretty good tracks. I think he probably worked on this game. I can't tell so far. He has a very recognizable style, but I haven't been able to pick anything out yet. I gotta find a way to get to a fast travel statue and get out of this dungeon. They disabled healing, which sucks ass. I can't even use my health potions. Is that blue thing a fast travel gate? So maybe in this room? Down there. I gotta get down. Oh, fuck! God damn it! No, this is that combat arena. How do I gotta find a way to fast travel out of here. This is so stupid, by the way. What? What was that? This status effect is so bad. So bad. You have an AMD card. I have an NVIDIA 4070. It's not the TI, it's just the normal one. It wasn't that expensive when I bought it. I think it was like 400 bucks or something like that. Which, 400 bucks, it sucks to say that $400 isn't expensive, but it is what it is. How do you fast travel out of this dungeon? I need to find that statue that lets me fast travel. This one. Move. Okay. This one. Perfect. Get me out of here. What a terrible feature. Just to force you out of the dungeon, you get that stupid purple crystal that makes you lose health. I don't find those tests super useful since it's not really testing your setup and the conditions you'll actually be in when you're playing the game. Yeah, I don't know why. If you want to see how well Onimusha runs on your computer, they have a demo already. Like, just play the demo. Actually, don't play the demo because that game sucks ass, but if you wanted to see how well it would run, that would be the thing to try out. There's like a girl here, let me see. Got a little girlfriend action going on. Level up. What's going on, Jesse? I'm doing pretty good. Wanted to stream a new game. See if you guys maybe would be interested in checking it out for yourselves, since I don't know of anyone that's talking about this game right now. Outside of, I guess, if you're Japanese, you probably are playing it. But I know the West is waiting patiently for the port. But I'm impatient, and I wasn't interested in the story anyhow. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun, but there's like a stupid status effect in the dungeons that forces you out of them if you accumulate too many resources. I have no idea why it's like that. Principal's office? Mada. Capcom games tend to be really good when it comes to running off lower-end hardware, unlike a lot of Konami games lately. Capcom is good. Ooh, what is this? Got the ultimate bracelet. Lucky. Yeah. Capcom's games are good until they're not. Like, look at Dragon's Dogma 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds. And they both still run like shit. 2 years going with Dragon's Dogma 2, and it still runs like crap. And now they have the expansion coming out. It's gonna run. It's still gonna run like trash. If they're not doing an open world game, yeah, their games run well. But like, stay away from the open world, or at least, I don't know. You got to tweak your engine to be more suitable for those. I'm not even confident in demos anymore, considering how Pragmata ended up turning for me. You thought that would be good based on the demo? I played the demo for Pragmata, and I was like, nope. Nope. That little girl, like, telling you, you've got 3 more switches to hit. I was like, no, I don't think so. This is not for me. I hate when you have your little mascot companion tell you what to do next. Thankfully, this game doesn't seem to have that, or at least if it does, I don't understand Japanese, so it doesn't bother me. Where the hell do I go? See if I can see Dogi here. And I'm never gonna catch Dogi. He's not around anymore. Have you seen any interesting indie games? Yes, I'm glad you asked. I've tried 2 of them out lately, 2 new indie games. One came out this past week called Densha Attack. It looked like a Japanese game. It's not. It's made by a Spanish studio. But it looks Japanese, and it's kind of like an arcadey game where I guess it's like Tony Hawk, but with a train. And I don't know if that sounds stupid or what, but I thought I was having a lot of fun with that. In fact, I'll probably play more of that tonight once I'm done streaming. So I've been really enjoying Densha Attack, and then there's one by an ex-Vanillaware dev called Witch of the Dark Castle. And it plays like those old fighting fantasy choose-your-own-adventure books. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. It plays exactly like those old game books from the 1980s, but just in a video game format. And that one was also pretty cool. I've been having fun with that too. So the indie game scene, for me at least, has been doing pretty well lately. And I'm not even really big into indie games or anything like that, but they're the only ones that are making like interesting new games. You know, stuff that feels new. FP. How do I use FP? Can I buy anything? I forgot that I can combine resources, recycle. Yeah, I'm not using these. I can recycle these. Get rid of this garbage hat. I was gonna try Dragon's Dogma 2 after the expansion came out, but it has De Novo. It's a no for me unless I can get it for like $3, which Dragon's Dogma 1 is like $3, so it's only a matter of time. That's the thing with Capcom games is, you know, regardless of what you think of their quality, at least they put them on discounts relatively quick compared to other developers, which is nice. So like if I was ever interested in trying out Resident Evil 9, I'm sure it'll be like 15 bucks someday, and that would be the sweet spot. Did I accidentally buy a really shitty t-shirt? I did, didn't I? Man, I got distracted. Densha Attack isn't a Japanese game. It's not. It's a Spanish studio. And you can kind of tell when you're playing it that it's not a Japanese game. Although it is arcadey. It kind of plays like those old Sega arcade games, or kind of like Tony Hawk-ish. But yeah, it's a game made by bona fide weeaboos, 100%. It's not a Japanese game. That doesn't mean it's bad. I was really enjoying it. I hated those books. You did? The only thing with those old game books is you like roll a dice and it's like, don't roll a 1 or you just die. You're like, oh my god. So you just like finagle the rules. Like, I didn't roll a 1, I rolled a 2. Skip the death. Now how... This is not the spot that I was looking for. I gotta get out of here. AP. I don't have AP. I forgot how to get to the dungeon. I thought this was the area where I go to the dungeon, but maybe not. Meanwhile, you got FromSoft over here, still charging full price for every Souls game. That is entirely Bandai Namco's fault. Because they used to charge, like... Wasn't Dark Souls 1? They used to sell it for like 10 bucks, but then ever since Elden Ring got popular, that was it. They stopped putting their games at reasonable sale prices. You'll never see Dark Souls for under 20 bucks ever again. I'm just running in circles. Okay, here's the dungeon. Oh no! You need AP to go to the dungeon? That sucks ass. Alright, I've got another consumable item slot. And then level up whatever that card is. That sucks. You need AP to go to the dungeon, so now the whole day is wasted. I guess let's go to home and sleep. What is my house? Is it this one? And so too. Which is weird because other Namco games tend to go on sale for pretty good prices. Yeah, they know people will buy Dark Souls for 20 bucks even today. You know, that game came out 2011, 15 years later. They'll be, they'll pay 20 bucks for this. You know what other game never goes on sale for a reasonable price is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The first one. Because that game is 20 bucks and it's on sale for like 10 bucks. And I kind of wanted to try it out as a novelty. But come on, that's like a $5 game. That is not no $20 game or 10 bucks on sale. Some of these devs, they just refuse to budge on their prices even if no one's gonna buy their game. How do I go home? I just want to go home. I gotta use up my FP. My friendship point. Nice and meet you? Not nice to meet you? Nice and meet you. Nice and meet you. Ooh, bento box. Increases attack by 15% for 90 seconds. Is that good? That is unbelievable. The latest indie game I played is Lumentale, a pretty good game, but I have a big complaint about its story being way too forceful. Lumentale? What kind of game is it? Is it a Metroidvania like this one? I gotta find how to use my friendship point. There's supposedly a girl here, but I have no clue where she is. The Elephant Gym. Here she is. Is this where she works? Uemachi-ya Coffee Shop. Come on, how do I use this FP? The bookstore? No, that's just buying useless garbage. Nope. Damn it, I gotta find a way to expend this last point so I can finally go to sleep. Good or bad story, I'm having a really hard time when dialogue is slow as modern Pokemon games. Do you read the dialogue in modern Pokemon games? I just skip all that. There's nothing riveting going on in any Pokemon game. Ooh. I got some cool talismans I can pick up, or whatever the hell this is. Is this a random one? Try my luck at a random one. I guess it's not. What is that? What did I just buy? What did I just buy? I don't know what I just bought. Oh my god. I think it can go to $5 on GOG. What can? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? If it does, maybe I'll finally have the opportunity to check it out. Because it's never been $5 on Steam. Outside of, remember like 10 or 12 years ago, Steam used to have like flash deals? Like during their big sales, they would rotate like 90% discount games like every 2 hours. And that's when I picked up the East series. It was like 12 something years ago. Because they would be on flash sale for like $3. Even back then. They're like cheaper than the sale prices are today for the East games. That was when that was when Steam was worthwhile. I am spinning my wheels so hard here, trying to figure out how to waste this FP point. This is my house, but I don't know which house is my house. These all use AP. What's RT? Nope. I'd rather have stakes shoved through my hand than be forced to read Pokemon dialogue. Replace hand with any body part. I'd rather have stakes shoved through my balls than read the dialogue in any Pokemon game. Dude, where is my house? Pokemon Sun is the one game I've ever played where I can say I've been filtered out by too much dialogue. I played through Pokemon Sun, but I can't remember. Did it have a lot of talking? I can't remember. It felt like just any other Pokemon game, although it has been like, what, 10 years since it came out? Maybe I'm not remembering it right. You know what game has a lot of dialogue that I like, but you kind of have to suffer through the dialogue is Astral Chain. Astral Chain is a really cool action game, but like the first 3 hours of that game is like torture. It is so slow. How do I use this FP? I missed those sales, yeah. What happened? Like, Australian government tried to sue them because of the sales or something, and then they never did flash sales again. This was like over 10 years ago. What a shame. Come on. Bladed, you can read Japanese, right? How do I sleep? Or how do I use my FP? Like, where's my apartment? I thought that this was my apartment, but I guess not. I wish dialogue was all that's wrong with modern Pokemon. Sadly, it's not even the tip of the iceberg. I still get comments on... I made a video like 2 years ago criticizing like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And a few months ago, I got some guy. He's like, "What are you talking about? Scarlet and Violet is amazing. You just don't get it." It's like, oh, relax, dude. Relax. If you like it, fine. But like, come on, let's be honest here. Scarlet and Violet suck ass. I have no interest in the newest Pokemon game. What is it? Water and Wind. Looks like more of the same shit. Come on, give me a break. Where do I live? This is my house, right? No, it's a shop. What a jip. Spends about a full hour tutorializing you on things you can't possibly not know at the beginning, and I couldn't force myself through it. Oh, for Pokemon. Pokemon just doesn't... Like, how is it that the newer games... I don't buy the defense that, oh, they're for kids. But, like, we were kids when we played the original games, and they weren't this brain dead. Are like, modern 4- and 5-year-olds really that stupid? You don't have any trust in them? I think it was that third building with the staircase. Oh, shoot. Third building with the staircase. Here. I gotta look for that. Astral Chain is so sick. Yeah, Astral Chain is really good, but you just kind of have to suffer through the first, like, 20% of that game. Is this it? This is my house? Oh, Bladed, you are a lifesaver. I wasted like 10 minutes running around town. AP and FP replenished. And I got a new pencil nose card. Sleep. Oh, let me save here. I really want to fight a boss today, if possible, sometime soon. Too bad Pokemon Sun got one of the most interesting Pokemon pull. Level 9 Salamence is the best thing in that game. Was there, like, a low-level, like, fully evolved Pokemon? I can't remember. Maybe I really should get back to... Maybe I should replay that game. I never played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I was kind of told that that was more of the same and to avoid it. I thought that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon would be like Black 2, White 2, but apparently that's not what it is at all. It really is like 95% the same as Sun and Moon. Where am I? What is this? Oh, at least I got some combat again. I like that you can slide through them. Oh shit! I'm getting fucked up. Did I get a new attack? Can I do a downward attack? Nope. I swear I was unlocking abilities, but I don't really see any. Ooh! Look at that. Dash attack. That's a new ability. I like that. That's cool. Got my new dash attack to try out. Alright. It's getting a little bit better. When you get new moves, you get some new options in combat. I do not want to get hit by this guy. I have to avoid those green projectiles at any cost. Let's see here. Oh, mini boss. You could just dodge through them. You don't even need to parry. But parrying is satisfying. I'll give them credit for that. It looks like you can sort of juggle them, maybe, but I don't really know how to get them to... Maybe only when they're stunned. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What? He can drop icicles, that's new. You know what series is really bad for having too much dialogue at the start? Utawarerumono. I know it's part visual novel, but the pacing was such a drag. I've heard of that. Is that a strategy series? Strategy RPG series? I've heard of it, but I never bothered playing them. I haven't been dodging through them, but that is a surprisingly powerful technique to fight them. If you don't feel like parrying, you could just dodge through them. And they're kind of helpless about it. I never beat any Pokemon game, but Sinnoh is my favorite region. Yeah, Gen 4 is my favorite Pokemon. Particularly Platinum. I played that recently too. I think I played it last year. I played a randomizer Nuzlocke, and I had a lot of fun with it. Which I guess is proof that Pokemon is for all ages. You just gotta find a way to make it fun. Like, I wouldn't really want to play just the vanilla base game of Pokemon Platinum again, but playing it as a Nuzlocke was a lot of fun. Is this a different dungeon? I gotta find out how I can get back to that other dungeon. Yeah, this is like another section of the first dungeon. I don't know how I even got here. Black 2 to me is the best in terms of wild Pokemon. I haven't played Black 2 White 2, but I know a lot of people say that. I thought Black and White was okay. I didn't hate it, but supposedly Black 2 White 2 is the definitive version of Gen 5. It's a shame that I'm kind of really not that big into Pokemon anymore, because I used to really care about that series, but... You know, on the other hand, like, if they were to keep making them in the style of the old games, I wouldn't really be interested in that either. I'm not really looking for more of the same from games. And you know what? It's kind of cool that this game does have, like, a hybrid between Metroidvania and 3D combat. It's different. Like, how many games can you say are really like this? At least it's trying something new. So I'll give it credit for that. I just wish it had more 3D combat, because that's my favorite part. This 2D stuff is kind of just, you know, simplistic. The enemies really aren't a threat here. Oh, don't want to get hit by that. No. Okay, good. Yeah, it's a strategy game. I thought so. Oh, come on. I should have landed that air parry. I've heard good things about that series, that Utawarerumono, but I've heard good things in terms of story, not so much the gameplay. And surprisingly, I am not really hankering for a new strategy RPG. I love the genre, but I've got a ton of them to play. I'm not really looking for a new one right now. Oh, come on. I gotta remember to get that follow-up parry. Don't die. I'm gonna heal. So now when I level up, I'm getting health. I wasn't at first. When I first started the game and I leveled up, I wasn't replenishing my health. So I wonder if that was due to one of the skills that I unlocked on that skill tree. I always had a hard time getting into Pokemon. I always bounced off it. Have you been trying out the new ones or the older ones? Because the newer ones are a lot slower paced. Like, if I didn't get into Pokemon when I was a kid, there's zero chance I would get into it now as an adult. Alright, we got a boss fight here. Ooh, I should have parried that. There we go. There we go. So you can kind of cancel your attacks into a parry, but you can't cancel it like from the beginning of the attack animation. It's only towards the end, which is a little weird to get used to. Oh no. No, 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 no. That is so cheap. Let me try again. Tactics Ogre is a great game with a lot of nuance and good replay value. I love Tactics Ogre. I don't know if it's better than Final Fantasy Tactics. I kind of go back and forth on it. I think the story in Tactics Ogre is really good because it has the branching paths. I kind of wish Final Fantasy Tactics had some variance in the story for each playthrough, because that makes Tactics Ogre so much fun to play. I love the different routes. And it's not even just for like story purposes. You get different classes depending on the route you choose and the different characters. Super cool game. Although, I hope they don't just do another remake of it in the future, because we've got like 2 remakes of Tactics Ogre now. Like, just make a new one already. Please. Make any Ogre game. I also like the regular Ogre Battle series. Those are also really good. The Vanillaware made, what is it called? Unicorn Overlord last year. Kind of like a spiritual successor in a way to the Ogre Battle games. And I thought that was also really good. What is this? The frozen bullshit. How do I break out of that? Okay, so the frozen thing, you see it's a status effect, so as long as the meter doesn't fill, I won't get frozen, so I gotta make sure to not let it fill all the way. Ooh. No, come on! This guy's pretty tricky. All the regular enemies are a joke, but this guy, I actually got to learn how to fight him, which is pretty nice. So this move lifts me up in the air, which makes it so I don't get the parry, so I gotta not use that special attack. I gotta just stay grounded the whole time so I can actually land the parries. Can I shoot him? I can shoot him too. I don't know how good it is. Kind of crappy. Is Ogre Paddle 64 part of the same thing? They're tangentially related. It's a totally different... Like, you don't need to play one Ogre game to understand another. They have some characters in common, but for the most part, they're their own thing. This guy's so dead. Oh no, spoke too soon. That was cool. I like the boss fight. More of these, please. That was really fun. We were talking about Pokemon Conquest earlier. I have never played Pokemon Conquest, but I know of it. Is it any good? Is it like a strategy game? I don't know what kind of strategy game it is. If I remember right, the Ogre Battle series was made like Star Wars, where the trilogy was episode 4 through 6 and never made 1 through 3. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know if Square Enix bought out the team. I think it was Quest, the name of the company that worked on the Ogre series. And Matsuno took a lot of his staff from Quest and they joined Square Enix. I don't know what happened to Quest afterwards. If they dissolved, if they went bankrupt, if Square Enix bought them out, but they stopped making Ogre games, which is just so disappointing. But Square Enix owns the IP now, so they could make a new Ogre game if they wanted to. They just haven't wanted to. And that Tactics Ogre port, Reborn, that was pretty successful, so you would think that that would be motivation for them to make a new entry. I would buy it. I'll tell you what I'm not interested in is that Final Fantasy Resonance. Not at all. I could do without that. What do we got here? Ah, crystals. A lot of remake, remaster fatigue. I wish I would make more new games. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I'm all about trying new games. Like, Platinum for a while, I like when they made their own IPs, like Astral Chain. Astral Chain was their last game they made that I was like, this is awesome. Like, more of those, less of the licensed stuff, less of the sequels. Don't make Bayonetta 4. You know, just make new games. That's what I'm interested in. I want to see something new. I kind of had an idea for a video talking about that where I was like, I'm so tired of games. It's not even just like of sequel and remake fatigue. It's like art style fatigue. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the Brigandine series. It's an old strategy series from the PS1 and they made a sequel like 5 or 6 years ago. They've got a new one coming out and it looks so lame. Like, the character models look like they're ripped straight out of a gacha. And I was like, why did you do this? Because Brigandine 1 and its sequel have some really kick-ass art styles. Like, I love the character designs for those games. And then, with the new Brigandine that's coming out this year, they just went with, like, generic anime portraits. And I was so disappointed to see that. So it's like, even if a game isn't like a remake or a remaster, like, if they're just trying to do something new, it's like, it still feels like every other game I've played just from how it looks. Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Ooh, okay. That was so close. God damn. It's getting a little spicier now, I like that. I avoided Tactics Ogre because I didn't enjoy my experience in the PSP version. The PSP version, in some ways, is it's really easy. The PSP version of Tactics Ogre is kind of broken because archers in that game are hilariously broken, absurdly broken. And in Reborn they tried to rebalance the game to make it harder, so they kind of nerfed archers and then they also instituted a level cap for different portions of the game, which I thought was cool. So I don't know, if you thought maybe the PSP version of Tactics Ogre was too challenging, then maybe the newest version is even more challenging. I was digging Resonance up until they showed that stupid stag. Did they oh yeah. Come on, enough with the stagger. Even this game has a stagger, but it really doesn't apply outside of the boss fights. I don't like stagger. This is the problem with East 10. You don't actually damage the enemies until you break their little stagger gauge or whatever it's called. Like, I don't mind stagger if you can at least still fight the enemies and deal damage. Like, oh my god. Like, in this game, the enemies have like their little stun bar, but you can still deal damage to their health bar. Yeah, when you parry, you heal. That was a new ability I got. That is a slick ability. Stagger is okay, but it has to be used sparingly. I don't want, like, the whole fights to revolve around stagger. Let me use my little healing potion. Oh, my little passive one. I can't attack. Oh shoot, this status effect is terrible. I can't attack with it on. There we go. Yeah, like I was saying, this boss has a stagger, or it's like a stun gauge. It's that little yellow bar above his health bar. I'm about to stun him right now. See, but the whole fight doesn't revolve around it. It's just like a little bonus thing where you can deal more damage to him. That's fine. I don't mind that. I mind when the whole fight revolves around staggering the boss. This guy is destroying me. Thankfully the parry gets me some health back. I got bored with Tactics Ogre and just went back to Gungnir. Gungnir is that Sting's game? I haven't played that one. Tactics Ogre, I don't know what it was that you didn't like about it, but it gets really good pretty soon with the story. It hooks you pretty quickly with the story, which I really appreciated. Like the first plot twist, like in any other RPG, that would be like the endgame plot twist, and that kind of just kicks off the adventure, which was really cool. This guy has so much health. I don't know if I'm underleveled or what. It's really easy to get health back at least. Ooh. Ah, look, his moves evolve as the fight progresses. It gets a little more dangerous. You see, when he's stunned, you can kind of juggle him a little bit, which is cool. I fought like a green version of this guy. He didn't have anywhere near this much health. I don't know why they souped this guy up big time. Is it just because he's red? I can't hit his weakness, that's probably what it is. You see, he's weak to ice, and I'm earth right now. So, maybe I should have changed my loadout. But he's not too bad. I'm gonna get him right here. Oh. I don't know what that is. There we go. I like this boss fight. I like those little ground pounds he does. You have to jump over them. Is he gonna do it right here? Ooh! Oh, shit. That attack. I like that attack. It gives you some use for the jump button during combat. I gotta find out the timing for that. Ooh. That was close. It looks like his stun threshold gets, like, harder to stun him as the fight goes on. Because I was stunning him pretty easily, and now I'm not stunning him anymore. So they don't want you to abuse the stun system, which is cool. He's level 12, I'm level 10. I think I am a little bit underleveled. But it shouldn't matter. I've almost got him here. Ooh! Oh, that's it? I thought I stunned him. That was a cool fight. Sorry I didn't read the chat, I was too absorbed in the boss fight. I also miss Trauma Center. Oh my god! Great call, Ati. I kind of want to make a Trauma Center video. I've been meaning to for a while. I love Trauma Center. Both the DS game and the Wii version. I prefer the Wii version because I love the Wii remote for that game. That game was made for the Wii remote. The Wii was made for that game. Awesome game, Trauma Center. Tactics game I recommend is Devil Survivor. I've played Devil Survivor Overclocked. I thought it was meh. Like as a tactics game, I didn't really like it. As like a regular Shin Megami Tensei turn-based RPG, it's okay. But like as a tactics game, not really. I didn't care for that one. There's also Majin Tensei and Ronde. Which ones are those? I've heard of Majin Tensei, but that must be a really old one because I can't remember what it is. I think I remember they did something similar with Valkyrie Profile Covenant, where the people are near you have to engage. Yeah, Valkyrie Profile Covenant is really unique. It has the Valkyrie Profile combat where it's like you have each character mapped to a button on the controller, and you do combos to kill the enemies. But it's a really strange game. There's really not a whole lot like it because you want to overkill the enemies to get bonuses. And if you don't, then the game gets exponentially harder and you kind of screw yourself over later in the game. But it's also kind of like a hybrid, like strategy game and like real-time combat, like the original Valkyrie Profile. It's really unique. I like that each Valkyrie Profile game did something different. And then Valkyrie Elysium came on and was like, let's just make a generic action game. It's like, wow. Completely missed the point. Don't worry, Atlas will bring it back and turn into Persona with doctors. I hope to God they don't. Well, that was cool. I did a dungeon, but it was the completely wrong dungeon. This is the dungeon I wanted to go to. Oh, I can't even go there now. It's too late. The day is over. Well, how do I leave this dungeon at least? I can't even fast travel? Is that what that said? Oh, because there's more story going on, that's why. Still think it's a crime we haven't gotten a re-release of Cimmeria yet. Yeah, but I kind of gave up on that dream when I made my video. I just emulate it, it's fine. It doesn't emulate amazingly well. For whatever reason, even on original PS2 hardware, Cimmeria ran so shitty. Like, if you have like a speck of dust on the disc, it'll get like a disc read error during combat. I have no idea why. And the only other game I've had a disc read error for on the PS2, funnily enough, is another Tri-Ace game. It's, oh, what is it? I forgot what it's called. It's like some boy and girl. I think it starts with an R. Radiata Stories. Those are the two games. Valkyrie Profile Cimmeria and Radiata Stories. I can't play those on my PS2 because they get disc read errors for some reason. I can play any other PS2 game I own, but not those. It's messed up. I don't know what Tri-Ace did with their games. Some voodoo magic to get their games to run on the hardware, but I can't even play them anymore. So that's why I just emulate them. So much for all these people that are like, physical media, physical media. Yeah, it's great until you can't play your games anymore. You're just gonna wind up emulating them anyhow. And I take care of my games. I put them in their disc. I don't touch the underside with my fingers. I'm very careful with them. I own 2 copies of Valkyrie Profile Cimmeria, and none of them work. Where did this chick go? She ditched me. She told me to come here and then she left. I don't think I could play that game on hardware. They were all really allergic to save points with Radiata Stories for some reason. I couldn't play more than like an hour or 2 of Radiata Stories because I kept getting a disc read error during combat. fuse the two copies together and it'll work. Yeah, like this game. Just merge your resources and upgrade them. I don't even remember how I got 2 copies of Valkyrie Profile 2. I must have gotten them really cheap. Is this a boss fight? Ah, yes, of course. I have no idea what that said. What have we got over here? I saw these crystals in here. Radiata Stories is one where I like a lot of things about it, but also seems very overwhelming. I wish I was able to... I mean, I can emulate it and see what it's all about, but I kind of lost interest after playing it the first time and getting screwed. I get the sense those games are really pushing the hardware. Yeah, both... What is it? Shadow of the Colossus and Valkyrie Profile 2 are pretty hard to emulate, even to this day. They really push the limits of that system. Even though, like, Shadow of the Colossus doesn't look... It doesn't really look that graphically impressive, but because I guess the map is so big, and it's, like, seamless. Oh, this is 3D. Ah. Oh, I got a new party member. Look at this. Ah. When did I get her? Could I have used her during the boss fight and I just wasn't paying attention? Look, and she's got her own health bar. That's super useful. Oh, I like her moveset. Very nice. That's cool. Let me jump into this portal to hell. What's in here? Are the dungeons the dungeon that I was doing optional? Because I still haven't been able to go back to it, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. I must have unlocked a brand new dungeon just now. Look, we've got a little dungeon hub. That's pretty neat. See, she's level 12, and this guy is level 10. But I've been fighting everything you guys saw. I don't think I was skipping anything. How did I wind up underleveled? We've got a new layer to explore. Alright, let's do it. I was surprised by how much I've been absorbed by Mega Man X6. Isn't X6 considered one of the shitty Mega Man X's? I've only played the first 3 Mega Man X's. I haven't played any after that. I have that little collection thing that Capcom put out like 10 years ago. I tried to get into... I've also got their Mega Man Zero collection. I tried to get into that. I don't know why I wasn't able to get into it. I wasn't feeling Mega Man Zero for some reason. Another pointless shortcut. Oh no, I guess it's not pointless. It's how you escape. Ah, she can strike their weakness. Ooh. Alright. Alright, Falcom, I'm starting to get into this. I can dig it. You guys made a modern game that I don't want to flush down the toilet in the first hour. I just had to skip all the cutscenes, but you know, that comes with the territory. Shadow of the Colossus is one of the few games with a big open world that actually looks interesting and not copy-paste. And what's remarkable is that game is just about the boss fights. There's no side quest, and yet the world is still fascinating to explore regardless. Oh, shoot. How do I revive her? Uh-oh. I'm about to die too. I kind of want to go back to the other dungeon because I wasn't done with it yet. You guys saw there was like that door with the 6 purple crystals on it. I wanted to see, because that looked like a boss fight. I want to go back there. I gotta see if there's a way to warp there from in this dungeon. It sucks that I lost that chick, because she would have killed this guy by now. Oh, you know what? I didn't equip her. Does she come with equipment? Nothing. That's why she died. Damn it. I should have equipped her. That's what it was. Why is it not taking? Oh, probably because she's dead. I can't do the combat arena right now. But that's what opens the door further into the dungeon. How many people are excited for Mega Man 12? I don't really like classic Mega Man. It's not even coming out this year, is it, Mega Man 12? Isn't it coming out next year? They used to crank out like a Mega Man every year. What are you saying? Let me leave. I don't know why they won't let... I don't know why it's taken Capcom so long to make Mega Man 12. It doesn't even look... That's not a series that needs a 3-year development cycle. Zero is really good, but its replay value depends on how much you like to optimize runs. I don't know, maybe I just didn't give it a real chance. I remember Zero has like some equipment system to it. I don't know if it's like you farm equipment or if you have to equip... Is it like fairies or something like that? They're called like fairies or something in Mega Man Zero. And I think that's what it was. I was like, why is there equipment in a Mega Man game? 0, 2, and 3 are regarded as the best ones to play. I like the first game. I noticed it tends to put people off. Yeah, I played the first one. I have the collection. I gotta get around to so many games. I've just been kind of replaying the old classics, the safe stuff, the stuff that I like. Although I did mention those 2 indie games I've been playing. Those have been pretty fun. I'll keep playing those, Denshi Attack and Witch of the Dark Castle. Those are really cool. This one's also pretty cool. I'm surprised how much I'm not hating this game. My fear was I was going to play for an hour and be like, sorry guys, this stream's over, I hate this game, but I've been having a good time. Sucks that my partner's dead. I can't use her in this combat arena. She would be killing these guys right now. Alrighty. Oh! He dropped the health thing! That's the first time I've seen that. He dropped a little health orb. There we go. Got that guy. New Mega Man Legends. Yeah, people have been asking for that for a while. I don't know why. Why does Capcom just like... They stopped caring out of the blue about Mega Man. They're like, we're done. Mega Man's retired. I'm sure people would be interested in any Mega Man game they put out. It doesn't matter what it is. What happened? Alright. That will not happen again. Let me kill this guy already. Come on. Why do you have so much health? Alright, there we go. Let me get this guy first. I wish I had a special attack in the air. Someone mentioned Helm Splitter. That would be really good right now. If I could do like a Helm Splitter on this guy. Come on, dude. What is that? It's weird that with the longer development time, I feel like it does... I don't feel like it does that... It does much that we weren't already doing with the older titles. Yeah, why is it taking so long? Does Mega Man 12, like, look that graphically impressive that it needed a 4-year development cycle? What about this game? Why did this game take like 3 years after its announcement to come out? Does it really look that impressive to you guys? I guess Falcom, you can give them the justification that they're a pretty small company. They're really not that big. And they're not just working on Xanadu the whole time. They're doing East, they're doing Trails. They've got other projects. But, like, Capcom is huge. They've got multiple development teams. I don't know why they can't just have, like, a little Mega Man team make a new Mega Man game each year. They don't need to be super big budget things. Just, you know, make, like, a quick and dirty Mega Man Legends. Take a year to make it. Instead, 2 years later, we get an expansion for Dragon's Dogma 2. Why do people even care about that game still? That game was not worth trying to salvage. How the fuck did I die again? What the fuck? I had 700 health. I'm not even fighting a boss. Can I revive this girl? This guy is such an asshole. This guy too, this flying asshole. This Kingdom Hearts looking enemy. There we go. Let me heal here. I could just kill one. It's the tag team that's screwing me over. Jesus Christ, why do they deal so much damage? Spin to win move. Okay. Where did this flying guy come from? I thought I killed him. You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god. Hot take, circular arena for the combat is overdone, and it would be better if we just had something more claustrophobic or just with less flat area. I like the 3D battle arenas for this. I think this is better than the 2D stuff. This combat is way more involved than just moving left and right through those Metroidvania stages. This is kind of how it was for Tokyo Xanadu. It was all 3D, except you had corridors and rooms and platforming. In this, the 3D combat is just the little battle arena where you fight waves of enemies. But the combat system is still fun. I really gotta parry that attack. Nightmare mode is kicking in now. They're doing so much damage. It's cause the girl that can deal damage to these guys is dead. She's the one that can hit their weakness. And I can only hit weaknesses when I'm in that J-pop singing mode. Oh, they're dropping the health pickups. Okay, those are good. I am way under level. Alright. This guy's done. Come here. Alright, let me pop a little Estus flask. Get this guy first. Alright, I finally got him. Alright, they're not too bad. And now for the mini-boss. Ooh, a new mini-boss. This looks like a demon from Shin Megami Tensei. Ooh, stay away from that. The Rathalos tail swipe. Ooh, no, no, no. Gotcha, bitch. Oh no. What status effect is that? I don't want to find out. Oh shit, I should have parried that. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man, what I find weird about Dragon's Dogma 2 is how they changed some vocations to be one role, like their archer, and removed some and added trickster, which is so weird because who would play a role where you rely on AI? There's a vocation in Dragon's Dogma 2, I forgot which one it is, because I haven't played the game since I reviewed it. It was such a shitty vocation, I couldn't believe it. You like throw incense around. Is that the one you're talking about? That game is so messed up. They need to rebalance it for that expansion. That expansion, it can't just be, oh, we added a new area and some monsters. No, they need to like big time rework the vocations because they're so imbalanced. But you know, now that Itsuno is gone, the director of the original, maybe they have a chance of making it good. I can't believe in all those interviews for Dragon's Dogma 2, the director's like, yeah, this is my dream game. This is what Dragon's Dogma 1 was meant to be. It's like, dude, you made the same game again. This was what Dragon's Dogma 1 was meant to be. It's literally everything that was wrong about Dragon's Dogma 1 is it's the same problems all over again. Delusional. He has his own studio now. I can't wait to see what he tries to churn out on his own. Shit. If I could just figure out a way to revive my partner, this would be so easy. I have to stop going in the air. That's what's getting me hit. If I stay on the ground... There we go. See? Stay on the ground. That's the trick. Don't go in the air. And grab the health pickup. That sounds like Trickster. What a shame. And also, speaking of shame, Monster Hunter Wilds, like, they're making an expansion for that. You still didn't fix the base game. What are you doing making expansions? I remember when people said East 10 was too easy, I guess this was their counter to that. It's not hard, it's just a combination of looking to the stream chat every once in a while and having a dead party member. See, this guy's weak to wind and my party member hits wind. But she's down for the count, so I can't use her for this fight. If she was alive, I would be cleaning house. Ooh, or if I just landed parries. Look at that. This guy's not hard, it's just that I'm sucking ass, that's all. Ooh. I'm gonna heal right there. He's dead. I got him. It's over. Say goodnight, bitch! Fuck you! That was a fun fight. I like that. It's a 50-50 on whether Itsuno leaving is going to prove to be positive or negative. We will see. Because if this expansion winds up being like Dark Arisen for the first game and it like makes the game decent, halfway decent, then absolutely, Itsuno, whoosh, punched your last ticket, amigo. You will not be missed. Let's see, what do I grab here? Do I want the wind bird or do I want the fish? I think I'll take the fish because I already have the chick doing the wind. The little fishy, the little goldfish. Itsuno was the guy who directed my beloved Power Stone, so I want to believe. I want to believe too, but how many chances are we going to give this guy? For me, Itsuno peaked at Devil May Cry 3. Seriously. Not exaggerating. Devil May Cry 3 was his best game. 2000, what was that, 4 or 5? 20 years going, and he still hadn't made anything that topped that. Alrighty, new area. Now, if only I can get a save point so I can finally leave and revive my party member. I don't want to die here. The thing about this special move is it lifts you in the air, and it's very dangerous to be in the air. So it's like you gotta use it sparingly. But I can't help it, it's just too much fun to throw in. Save point? Yes, save point! Ooh. Alrighty. I think I can finally leave. Why won't this bitch let me leave? You're dead! What are you doing? Let me leave! I can't even fast travel anymore. Is there a way to leave the dungeon? God damn it. Itsuno made Auto Modelista, which looked good, but both JP and US versions suck. What is that? Is that a racing game? Auto Modelista sounds like an Italian racing game. I never liked 4 too much, at 5 just makes me sad. I think 4 is okay. It's okay. I mean, it's blatantly rushed and unfinished, but for what it is, I like the combat system. Like, the level design is completely like a travesty what happened to that game. But the combat's fun. Dante is super fun to control in that game. But like Devil May Cry 5, I know people love that game. I made like a video about action games last year, and everyone's like, Devil May Cry 5 is awesome. What are you talking about? Nero is amazing. I don't like Nero in Devil May Cry 5 at all. I don't think he's really that much better than Nero in Devil May Cry 4. He just has like breaker arms, which I don't think added all that much to the game. Let me eat that. I saw that. Let me eat that potion. Not potion. That little bento box I bought. How do I eat it? Look at that. Oh, maybe I don't need it right now. No, I've got full health. But yeah, Devil May Cry 5, I don't like it. I don't even really know why I don't like it. I don't know if it's the environments or if it's... I don't like Nero, I hate V. I like Dante, but Dante's only in like half the game. That's Dante's series, man. Why is Dante treated like a sidekick in his own series? Oh my god, another boss fight. I just want to get out of here. What is this? I have like some sort of secondary meter that I fill. Is that another limit break form? God damn, another boss with a shitload of health. Ooh, okay, I landed a stun. Oh, the bar fills up super fast when they're stunned. Oh, it's just a super attack, like from Ys. That's not special. Although it did a shitload of damage, holy crap. Okay, what is this? Oh, he's not too bad. Oh, I spoke too soon. Alrighty, there we go. It's kind of cool, you can't attack him from the front because his shield blocks your attacks. so you gotta maneuver around them. I like that. So they're trying different things with moving around for each boss fight, which is cool. I really like how positioning matters. It's not total parry slop. That was the concern. Oh shit, now I can't attack. The status effects are a nightmare. I gotta buy some sort of item that cures the status effects. But yeah, my concern was that this was gonna be a game where it's like parry, 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 but so far it hasn't been the case. The boss fights have all been pretty fun. See, he blocks attacks from the front, so you can't even... See, if this was Devil May Cry 2, you would just stand here and fire your gun till the boss dies. Parry. Ooh, there we go. That was a nice parry. He's done. What? Oh, he's almost done. Hold on. Let me clean him up real quick. There we go. That wasn't too bad. 134, that's some good stuff. Oh yeah, for Devil May Cry. You know how, like, when a really shitty game comes out, you give it like 10 years, someone makes a YouTube video going, "No, guys, it's not shitty, it's a misunderstood masterpiece." I've yet to see that for Devil May Cry 2. Nobody's defending that game. That game will forever be in the Hall of Shame. I kind of want to play Final Fantasy 16, but if that demo is any indication, I get the feeling the parts between combat encounters are going to kill that game for me. Did I make a review for Final Fantasy 16? I can't even remember anymore what videos I made. I feel like I did. Final Fantasy 16 sucks, man. Don't play it. Final Fantasy 15 is better than 16. 16 is trash. I hate it. It's not that bad. I hated 16. In the grand scheme of all video games, it's not that bad. Oh, are you talking about Devil May Cry 2? I don't believe you. Try it for yourself, man. It goes on sale for like 20 bucks. 16 is a total one and done game. I could not ever imagine myself replaying that game. It is, the boss fights are so like, you're watching a movie. And there's like no skill involved. You're just watching a cutscene and doing QuickTime events for every boss fight. And it's cool, like if you're streaming the game, you guys could watch it and be like, wow, we're watching a cool movie. It's not fun to play. And there's so many shitty side quests in 16. And it's so goddamn long with the cutscenes. It's not fun, dude. It's not fun. And it's not even like really an RPG. Final Fantasy 16 is like, there's like hardly any customization. Leveling up doesn't matter. You have no party members. The equipment is like totally one-dimensional. You only have one weapon type. It's like if you cut out the party members, at the very least you could do is give me like different weapon types so I have some variety going on. You just have one sword. You don't have that many combos for it, and the entire game is just reliant on cooldowns for attacks. I need to make a video talking about cooldowns in video games and how much they suck. I hate waiting for like a meter to fill up before you can do an attack. All of the special attacks in Final Fantasy 16 are cooldown dependent. It sucks ass. But don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. I hated 16. Like, I didn't even hate it when I played it, but like every month that goes by and I think about that game, I'm like, that game sucked ass. I would dare not make a YouTube video saying this. This is stream-only thoughts. Don't tell anyone I said this, because the amount of people, what are you talking about? 16 is amazing. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. People giving me shit for hating Final Fantasy 16. That game seems to only come alive in arcade mode, which is you have to beat the game to unlock it. You have to suffer through like 30 hours of shit before it gets good. It gets good 30 hours in. Wow, where have I heard that before? Same series, Final Fantasy 13. Where's my house? I gotta find my house. if you play arcade mode for score, it can be pretty enjoyable. But are there even any leaderboards for arcade mode for Final Fantasy 16? And even if there are, is it competitive? Who's like trying to get competitive scores in Final Fantasy 16's arcade mode? There is a leaderboard. Yeah, but who's playing it? Does it have like, maybe I'm wrong. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong. Does it have like a rich community of people trying to get competitive scores? And even if they are, like, trying to get competitive scores in a game that doesn't suck. Like, if I wanted to be competitive in a Final Fantasy game, I would try to do like a challenge run in Tactics. Like a single character challenge, like one white mage, Ramza only white mage. I think that's a way better measure of challenge. That's a way more entertaining challenge than trying to do arcade mode in 16 for score, but maybe that's just me. 16 is an improvement over 15 in my view, at least. 16 isn't even a horrible game, but it's definitely not Final Fantasy. It's not an action game either. If you try to like compare it to proper action games like Devil May Cry, it's so lacking. It's so bare bones. And if you try to compare it to like RPGs, like even Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 15 is kind of like a mediocre RPG and action game, but at least it has more RPG elements going on than 16. 16 is barely an RPG, let's be honest. That does not belong in the Final Fantasy series. That should have been a spin-off. That gacha game, Resonance, has more to do with the mainline series than 16 does. Why does Final Fantasy have an arcade mode? Because it was made by an ex-Capcom developer, right? Some guy that worked on Devil May Cry. Not Itsuno, someone else. He was the combat designer for Final Fantasy 16. I think Platinum assisted too. And you think, oh, Platinum, masters of the action game. Maybe they would have salvaged it, but I don't think they did. I think any Platinum game is better than Final Fantasy 16. Like, if we're trying to compare 16 to action games, play any Platinum Games game. I think they're all better. Where is my house? Why can't I go to my house? They're making me talk to someone. AP. Oh, they gave me an extra FP after completing that dungeon. Got a new shrine hangout. You know, I've been to Kyoto. This really does look like Kyoto. I couldn't tell you where in Kyoto, but this does look like real-life Kyoto, which is cool. I'm actually going to be visiting Japan next month. I'm going to take a ton of videos. I might make a YouTube video about my trip to Japan. I think it'll be really fun. I'm going to be visiting Kyoto. I'll try to film some funny videos there. I don't know if I'll be able to stream from Japan. If I can, I'll try. Because I think that would be really fun. Doing a stream walking through rural parts of Japan. If I can find a way to make it work, I'll try. Let's see here. Curious if you played Stranger of Paradise, as that's probably got more of what you're looking for. Yeah, Stranger of Paradise is really good. I like Stranger of Paradise. Story is, you know, total garbage. Total trash to story in Stranger of Paradise. I don't even like it from like a meme standpoint. But the combat's really good. It's like Neo. Really good. I like Stranger of Paradise a lot. Felt like 16 could have been released as a new IP with its own name. Would have been better than trying to be Final Fantasy. Yeah, I probably would have not been as harsh towards it if it wasn't called Final Fantasy 16. I know it's just a name, but like that replaced what could have been a proper RPG as Final Fantasy 16. Like, come on, man. Final Fantasy 16 should not have been a mainline game. Try to find my house here. I don't know why it's so hard to find my house. Here we go. Stream a Toge run. I can, I will. I don't know. I don't think they publicize, hey guys, we're going to be racing down the mountain tonight. It'll be hard to find out. But that would be really cool if I could catch one. Wishing you a great trip. Thanks, Jesse. I'm hoping to have a really good time in it. I took 2.5 weeks paid vacation from work, so I'm trying to make the most of it. I used all my vacation time for the rest of the year for this trip. It is, but Jack is funny as a protag, though. It's really only like a handful of cutscenes that people share. Like, Jack has a handful of cheesy moments that are fun, but for the most part, the story in that game is just like so shitty. It's so bad. What the most amusing part of the story of Stranger of Paradise is, during the marketing, everyone immediately was like, oh, the main character is Garland. And that's a spoiler, but like, come on, guys. Who cares about the story in Stranger of Paradise? If you haven't played it, the main character is Garland. It doesn't matter that that's a spoiler. But the writer for the game got really upset that everyone called it out right away. And I think they played into it in a future trailer. They're like, the origin story of Garland. And yet when you play the game, they spend the whole game pretending that you don't already know that the main character is Garland, and then it's a big twist at the end. Like, come on. No, the story in that game is terrible, but it's super fun to play. Highly recommend Stranger of Paradise. Super fun game to play. Just the story, like, if you can accept it for its cheesiness, maybe I'll get something out of it. Hopefully the next Final Fantasy will improve on 16's formula with new weapons, new party members, less cooldowns, and more aggressive enemies. If they made it like a spin-off, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Like, if they learned their lesson from developing 16 and if they wanted to make it a spin-off, but as far as like doing more of the same for Final Fantasy 17, I don't know. Maybe with a different director in charge, but I mean, it's not like they were hiding it. I'll have to find, I think I made a video actually talking about this, where Square Enix was surprised that everyone found out that Garland was the main character all along. But like, it's in the title. It's called Final Fantasy Origin. It's before the first Final Fantasy. What else could it possibly be about other than an origin story for Garland? I think what's funny is that they thought people would take that story completely serious. Yeah, absolutely. That's funnier than anything in the game. Is that they meant for this to be a serious game. I think the only story I've seen that's in recent years that's worse than Stranger of Paradise would be... what is it called? I mentioned it earlier. Wanted Dead. Man. That game is rough. Alright. I'm gonna call it here, guys. My throat is getting parched. But thanks so much. You guys have been super awesome. Thanks for making this such an entertaining stream. This game has been surprisingly fun to play. I don't know if I'll stream it again. I don't know. I might. If not, then I'll just play it on my own time. But you guys have been super fantastic to hang out with tonight. Thanks so much for visiting. I'm surprised you guys stuck around this long too. Megasonic, Bladed, Jack, Jesse. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. You guys have been super cool. I'll let you know if I do another stream again tomorrow, or if I've got other videos in the pipeline, but I'm not sure right now. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully I'll catch you next time.